All right. I never know if we're actually live now or a couple seconds from now. So we'll just kind of slowly go into our intro. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to the Drinking Buddies with myself, Rob from Rob's Home Bar. We've got Coach Vino from the Progress Bar, and we've got David from Booze on the Rocks. And we're probably going to have some more guests a little later on in the evening. Tonight is Daiquiri Night. We are making daiquiri variations. I don't think anyone's making a standard daiquiri, but lots of daiquiri variations. Looks like we are live. I'm getting the live notification here. So, how's everyone doing tonight?
It'd be better if my thing was working properly.
What's not working?
Hold on. Yes, I think I'm live.
Yes, guys. So if you are in the chat, we are recommending everyone go to David's channel, Booze on the Rocks channel, to watch the live. Me and Vino will not take it personally. The reason we want to do that because this live is being streamed on my channel, Vino's channel, David's channel. But if you're watching it on a channel, you're not getting everyone's chats. You're not going to get all the chats. You're only going to get the chats from people who are watching in that channel. We get to see them all because we're in our live studio thing. But if you want to participate with the biggest group of people, go over to David's channel, Booze on the Rocks, and then you can chat with everyone there. Speaking of which, let's jump open into the chat. We've got Tater Dom is in the house. How's it going?
How you doing?
And I think that's it for now. Hopefully get some more folks soon.
Yeah, we'll see. It'll. It's a Friday night. We're gonna have a couple of good drinks. And
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll get our gang here. Just it is a Friday night. People take a little.
Yeah, it'll get going. Okay, so why don't we start instead of starting? We're going right into the drinks. Why don't we start? What is your first daiquiri experience? What is the first daiquiri you had, or the first daiquiri you enjoyed? Not necessarily the first one that stands out. Maybe you did enjoy it, but the first one. Hey, we got Al, we got JT. Right. People are pouring in.
Al Reed, Tater Dom. All right, Tater Dom.
Hello, everyone. So
Hello,
Rob's
everybody.
first question was, what is your first daiquiri experience that you enjoyed? Now, interestingly enough,
I mean, let's add the caveat that not necessarily enjoy, but just the one that stands out in your memory. Could have been really bad, but it's just the first one that really stands out.
Well, in my humble experience, which is, I'm not being very humble at the moment. Anyways, so my first daiquiri was really good, but what really sold me was a strawberry daiquiri, and it was a frozen strawberry daiquiri. It was just fantastic.
Iceman.
So what about everybody else? What about those of you that are here in the channel? Let us know your favorite or your first daiquiri experience that you actually enjoyed.
I gotta say for me, well, it's hard to tell because I don't know how it is I think me and Vino have talked about this a bit, but in Canada anyways, I don't know, probably the same for you, David, but for me, I didn't really know that the classic daiquiri was not a frozen drink for a very long time because everyone here drinks them frozen, whether it's just a standard lime or, as you mentioned, the strawberry. But in Canada anyways, when you think daiquiri, it was, and you get those little Bacardi frozen things where you just empty that, put some ice and then put some rum and then blend it up and it makes a frozen drink, either lime or strawberry flavored. I didn't have my first actual classic daiquiri until much, much later. I don't know how old it was, but
I mean, for sure, I got to say, that was wild because you same thing like you said. Here, it was all about the frozen strawberry daiquiri. Even when I got into the business at first, we weren't making proper daiquiris. So when I had my first one, it probably was my mid-20s, and I was like, "Oh, this is different." It was such a great way. What happened actually is I went to an industry event and I went to the Bacardi booth and they were making daiquiris. And I was like, yo, this is good. And, this is just a regular old Bacardi, which, it is what it is, right? But I never looked back. Never looked back.
Well, interestingly enough, if I remember correctly, the Southern U.S. has a really strong daiquiri family, not a family, but a presence, especially the frozen daiquiris. And I think it's New Orleans, I want to say. that you can
Maybe.
go. It's almost like slushy machine daiquiris all over. the place, If I'm
Hey, look,
correct.
frozen daiquiris. Like, I mean, you'd be a fool to say they're not delicious. They're delicious.
Oh, they're delicious.
They're
Yeah.
great.
They're no
They're
different
great.
from a
They're
pina
sweet.
colada or a hurricane, anything like that. They're all just big, fruity, delicious, tropical drinks. But it's a very different animal from a proper daiquiri.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, absolutely.
Look at that,
There's
man.
something
This-
different about the refined, the classic, and then taking that classic daiquiri and making subtle twists to it, whether it's adding fruit or just adjusting the ratios to find that perfect thing that you want. Right.
So Daniel Cruz, I'm sorry if I got your name wrong, says, "Have you guys ever had a Belladonna daiquiri?" And I have. I love it. It's a daiquiri.
What is that one?
It has amaretto.
Oh.
So I'll put amaretto in anything, bro. That shit's lit. I love it's such a weak spot for me, man.
So
you
what's
love that amaretto.
coffee in the morning.
All right, we're bringing in Bonnie from One Drink, Three Bars here.
Is my man Matt?
Hey.
Oh, Matt's here. All
Hello.
right, beautiful. Hey, Bonnie.
How's it going?
Good. How's it going?
Good. Good to have you on.
All right, Bonnie. So we're posing the question: what is the first time you had a daiquiri? Can you remember at least the first time?
Was
you
it
had
good?
daiquiri?
Was it bad? Was it?
The first one I had was probably like a frozen one.
Yeah.
It's called
That's
a
what we're all
daiquiri,
saying, pretty much.
but I don't remember it.
Mhm.
And I feel like the first real one I had was probably one I made myself. Like when I started watching these channels and stuff, I'm like, oh, it's a little drink. It's not a giant slushy.
That's until you go to like a sports bar and order a margarita and it comes served you in a pint glass.
Yeah.
Now, interestingly, I think it is where to go. It's down the chat. The Hemingway Daiquiri by Reload 7x1. That's actually
Hemingway.
a really good one, and it's pretty strong, especially with the ingredients that go into that one, right?
Well, and the story goes. I mean, I don't know if there's the truth to any of these cocktail origin stories, but the story goes that Ernest Hemingway loved the daiquiri, but he had become diabetic, so he was watching his sugar intake. So he wanted a reduced sugar drink. So a bartender came up with what he called the Hemingway Daiquiri, and that one does have less simple syrup, and then he uses maraschino to kind of sweeten it up. Although personally, I don't find maraschino to be sweet at all. I think it's very dry and
It is, but
it makes a good cocktail.
It's super
absolutely.
viscous, which is obviously the sugar.
Yeah, it's viscous, but I don't find it. I hate when
I
people.
think
when-
what it is- See, I think it is. I think it's sweet, but I think it's just so powerful, so strong that it almost kind of overpowers.
Maybe,
the
yeah.
sweetness
It's kind of like
flavor.
how when people say that like Cointreau, not a cheap triple sec that's only like 30% alcohol, but like Cointreau is 40%, and a lot of people say Cointreau is sweeter than like a dry curacao, which is called dry. But I don't know. For me, because of the brandy, it's richer, and to me, on as soon as I drink it, I'm like, this is so much sweeter.
I
than
find
Cointreau
Cointreau to be like a super tart.
Yeah, it's tart and dry.
Yeah, I love
absolutely.
Cointreau. That's
triple
my
sec
favorite.
It's good. Yeah, it's good. But
They had to change the recipes because they were too similar, and they also had to change the names. That's how you wound up with triple sec versus Cointreau, right? So it's a slightly sweeter version. They had a little bit more sugar, make it a little bit easier for the masses to really enjoy and turn into cocktail culture, right?
But like the cheap triple secs, they're the name is almost makes no sense because like triple sec in French means triple dry, and but the cheap ones, they're so sweet, they're ridiculously sweet. It's basically orange syrup.
So just a quick rundown, guys, for tonight. Each of the drinking buddies, me, Rob, and Dave, and if anyone else decides to that joins us, we're all going to make a daiquiri. We're going to do 3 rounds of daiquiris and 3 rounds of trivia in between that. All right, guys. So make sure you stick around for some of that trivia.
And
Here's a comment for you, Vino. Is that the Italian margarita?
I just told the guy I made that Italian margarita on my channel a couple weeks ago, which is so damn delicious.
Yes. Nope, absolutely.
Yeah.
So Rob, why don't you start things off with a little bit daiquiri?
I can do that. All right, let me load our little Little cue
And,
card
and
here.
while
Help me.
and while Rob's doing that, tell us in the comments what everybody is drinking tonight.
Right. So this one here is called The Smoke Also Rises. And I have not tried this one. I just found it and I liked the ingredients. And this one is a riff off the Hemingway daiquiri. So it has the less simple, it has the maraschino, but it's also adding a Zucca Rabarbaro. And I will go at any excuse to use my Zucca because it's one of my favorite Amaros, but there's not a lot of cocktails with it. So when I found this, I was like, ooh, fantastic.
I'm actually, it's funny, when I didn't read the ingredients when I saw the name, and I could have swore, oh, here's Rob, he's going to use some Lafroy, get some shit like that.
I know, right?
Oh no! He would have used
nothing.
his Havana Club Smoky that it's really hard to find.
That's actually a good idea. You using that, Rob?
Yeah, it's
You
you know what
got
though,
some.
it's so I think it's more of a gimmick. I mean, I bought it.
Yeah.
It's a nice. It's basically the Havana 7, so it's a very nice rum. It's like finished in Isla Scotch barrels to give it a little smoky character. It's so mild. It's so mild, and it's almost not even. It's almost like just a gimmick. You can barely get the smoke.
Iceman is making an Enzoni tonight.
Ooh.
Well, he's a grapes man, gin and grapes. You can't go wrong with that.
Enzoni's delicious.
What kind of grapes are you going to use? Are you going to use green?
Matt, what kind of grapes you using, Matt?
Or those big jumbo
It's got to be green. It's got to be green.
Yeah, it's gotta be green.
Hey, maybe it's going to be raisins.
Zucca raisins. Okay, Dave, I want to see that next on your channel. The raisin Enzoni.
That'd be like a port.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a port. Oh, yeah, that might not be bad.
Hey, everybody in the chat, what is your favorite rum? Put in the comments, what is your favorite rum? You know, I think you guys already know what me and Rob's favorite rum.
Yeah, I don't think that's much of a surprise right there.
You know, Dave, is this safe to say that's your favorite rum too? I mean, you know, we push it hard, me and Rob, but I don't want to assume it's yours. Oh, well, it's empty. Yes, it is.
The
That's the
room of
answer.
this channel. We
I'm
would
running out
love
of
you to
this.
sponsor us.
Yes, Smith and Cross. Come on now.
Actually, I do enjoy it. I haven't been able to find a bottle up here.
Oh, you're out of juice, huh?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to beg Rob to send me some.
How about you, Bonnie? What's your favorite rum?
I'm thinking my go-to. This is my workhorse.
Yes.
I
That's a good
also
one.
like
That's
the
a good
Appleton
one.
12. I'm out of that now.
So what did you say you're out of what? What did you say you're out of, Bonnie? You said you're out of something?
Oh,
Yeah.
Appleton 12. I'm out of.
12, yeah. I love the whole Appleton line.
So Daniel says he prefers Appleton, like Bonnie there. Sean says there's too many to choose from.
This is true.
But Lion Dark and Smith and Cross, of course, with Matt. Yeah, it looks. You know,
But
there's
Sean
lots
says
of
equal rum.
Look at that wash line.
Oh yeah. Ooh, if Stefan was here, he'd be very happy to see that.
yes.
I'm gonna be classy tonight and garnish my drinks.
You're garnishing? Come on. What are you selling?
Here we
these things?
go. The smoke also rises.
All right.
Okay, let's see if Rob's hair starts smoking.
Oh, I mean that's fantastic. The Amaro steals the show.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, it starts off not much of a nose on it, but I mean, obviously you get the rum up front, you get the citrus. The maraschino is kind of gone, which is not a bad thing.
That is how much was in there? Because that's unusual.
It's quarter ounce. Actually, no, I'm picking up on the finish a little bit.
Yeah, that's
So,
so,
yeah,
back in there.
Yeah, it's picking up on the finish, but right up front you get the rum, the citrus, the grapefruit, and then that Zucca, that Rabarbaro, just like washes over, and then it kind of finishes. It lingers on the maraschino a bit. It's really nice.
Sounds good.
Sounds super delicious.
Yeah, I recommend this one for sure.
Hey, we even got Peter
the
from
tribal bar
France.
guys in the house.
Hey.
Tribal bar guy. Oh wait, what time is it over there? Yeah, this guy wakes up at 3 a.m. just to join us. It's great.
what a champ, huh?
Yep.
All right, so Bonnie, were you fixing yourself something there? Looked like you were shuffling.
Oh, so I was getting like my lime juice, grapefruit juice. I didn't even have simple syrup. I made that like right before this. So usually with these, I make something before, but then I want to follow along and make your stuff, and I'm like, I need to pace myself. So
Yeah, don't try to do all the drinks that we're doing.
These lots can get.
Yeah,
lots
I'm
can get
always like,
dangerous.
man, I want to make that, but I'm like 3 in, and that's probably like more than I can do at my
We just have to
age.
rewatch the.
That's
loading.
why we do 3 here, because 3 in is usually where we're good.
Yeah.
Rob, put mine up there, brother.
All right.
Now this
Vino
this
is
recipe-
making the. Is that the one you're making?
the karaoke.
Carioca Hawaiian. Nice.
Yeah, so this is a rum that this is a daiquiri actually. I did a collab with Anne, the home bartender, and this is one of the ones that she made. And I've always wanted to try it, never got around to it, so 'tis the day.
Trevor says, "Y'all didn't think I'd miss a DAC night, did you?"
Oh, Trevor's in the house.
Trevor loves a daiquiri.
Hey Trevor, tell me how my Rangers gonna do, man. Are they gonna get bumped or what? I need to know. I need Trevor to tell me. I need him to bring me good luck.
He's busy watching the hockey game.
Yeah, I know. I bet he is. My
better
poor
believe it.
Rangers, man. They look like they're gonna get knocked out.
Edmonton all the way.
You know what I love about the daiquiri, man? It's I think personally, it's the best way to try out a rum. I mean, that's the first thing I do when I buy rum. I try a little neat, and then I go right into a daiquiri.
Yeah, 'cause especially if you just do a classic recipe with just lime and a little bit of sugar, it's
just a
it's a
regular classic daiquiri.
clean way to
Yep.
try it.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
so
And
did you
can-
make the Smith and Cross daiquiri?
Who are you talking to?
Well, either of you.
He's not going to admit to it to have.
Did I make it a daiquiri? With
Yeah,
Smith
well,
and
when you first got Smith and Cross, did you make the
Cross?
daiquiri with it?
Yeah, of course.
All right, good. So did
Yeah,
I.
I was like, first thing I said to myself was like, what the hell does this taste like in a daiquiri?
I didn't know what to
not
expect because Trevor actually sent me my first bottle of Smith and Cross, and I mean,
That's right.
I was watching ever since like watching Greg and How to Drink, saying that was like the punchiest, funkiest rum, and then everyone else going like, "Oh my god, this is crazy!" And I was like, "I need to buy." And then I was trying forever, and it was all out of stock here for like all the way through the pandemic. It was out of stock. Finally got the bottle, and it's like sometimes you overhype something, and then when you finally try it, like it's not as this thing met every expectation.
that shit lives up to the
and
hype, man.
beyond. I didn't really know what to expect, but I wanted something punchy, and I was just like, "Wow, this is it."
I remember I was in Total Wine, and they had not carried it for a while, and so I was just shopping for all this stuff, and I just saw this blue label with gold letters. I almost peed myself, bro. I'm like, oh, I need that. All right, Eric Sloop is in the house.
Yes.
I love how daiquiris drew everyone's attention.
It seems to have, eh? Everyone loves good
Dude,
daiquiri.
It's the perfect tropical cocktail, right?
It really is.
Put
It's
that
simple.
recipe back up for a minute. I wasn't moving fast enough.
You may.
This looks-
So that's rum,
Now,
Screenshot it
pineapple,
and send it to
lime.
her.
I'm gonna let her do that, and I'm gonna tell you guys. Now I'm a sucker for anything Hawaiian, so I'm excited
Yeah.
about that. I love
Throw pineapple in
juice.
anything, and Vino will
You
drink
know
it.
what I'm saying? And then a little angle. I mean, you can't go wrong. So, cheers everyone for being with us tonight.
No, absolutely.
Oh man, it's delicious, man.
Get a
delicious.
case of Smith and Cross.
You have a case.
That's some funny stuff.
That's just good.
Yeah.
The pineapple brings the tartness down a bit and has a little more kind of sweet tropical flavors. So I mean, it's not as tart as your good traditional daiquiri, but it's super delish.
It's already started.
Stupid delish.
Stumbling over his words.
No, he says I'm muffled. Am I muffled?
Yeah, I'm hearing you
Is that
fine.
Maybe Trevor's already drunk and he thinks I'm muffled. Trevor, you sure you're not just drunk?
Oh, he's not drunk. You are, Vino.
All right, Dave,
Okay.
It's yours.
So I'm going to go with a very
Ooh, the
basic
banana.
one. The banana, you just can't go wrong with that.
Actually, someone on my channel
David.
requested that. I asked, I posted the ad for tonight's live, and I said, what do you want us to make? And someone said, banana daiquiris. So hopefully they're watching, and this one's for you.
Because we all, now one of the things that nobody knows here is we all pick our cocktails independently and throw them at the wall, and then we wind up seeing what we get out of it. And only if we actually choose the same thing, it's like, oh, surprise, right? So
it's actually surprising we don't pick the same thing more often.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever really done that.
No, we haven't.
No, and one of the great things about that is it just shows you the variety of the cocktails that are out there. Now, for any of you who are watching, I'm using some McGuinness creme de banane, and as I said in one of my last videos, it reminds me of my childhood. And of course, everybody made fun of me because they thought, you're either drinking a lot of banana liqueur or I'm taking a lot of antibiotics, right? So it reminded me actually of popsicles, those neon yellow popsicles.
It totally reminds me of those antibiotics.
I'm going to cheat in this cocktail. I knocked over my simple syrup actually before I started the video tonight, and I'm really, really angry. So what I'm doing is I'm cheating. I'm using regular white sugar. You could use a granulated sugar if you want. Now, I think it was a quarter of an ounce of simple syrup. So I'm going to use half a bar spoon, which will be about 2.5 grams. Just because if you wonder why I'm doing something that's slightly different. The other thing I did differently is that I've chosen a single rum for everything because all of my cocktails are either a white rum or an aged rum. So I'm using a Havana 3-year-olds, and that's kind of sort of a fantastic sort of little mix with all of that.
We've got another guest in the house. Welcome, Tyler from Never Empty Bottle.
The only thing I get about this because you want to
if you want to join the full chat, head over to Booze on the Rocks. That's where everybody is. That's where most of the people are. So head over to David's channel.
Yeah.
They're giving out free French fries on his channel, so make sure you have
free French fries.
All right, Dave, give us a little tasty too. Ooh, look at the pour shot.
Oh, look at that, huh? Fancy.
I don't think I knew what I was doing. And
Tyler, what are you making there? You seem to be making something.
Yellow as it is because I'm not using a dark aged rum, and because of the liqueur that I'm using, which is literally electric
neon yellow. That is yellow, eh? Holy crap!
Right, look.
Hey, Bonnie, just you have some explaining to do according to Eric Sloop.
Really good. The banana's there, the rum is there. It's just slightly sweet. With this version of 1 full ounce of lime juice, I'd actually cut that back to about 3/4 because the lime is just a little strong in it, but absolutely fantastic. But part of the difference is I used straight sugar versus, of course, the simple syrup.
Now, was it Bruce at Bar Talk? He's got a recipe for banana syrup. And if you had some of that laying around, that'd be even more fantastic.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. And what you could do is you could cheat and make your own banana liqueur. I'm working on
which I have a recipe for.
Okay. I have a recipe.
Rob, can you highlight your wife's comment?
Which one? There's another one.
The one from earlier
about Logan.
Oh, I did highlight it.
Oh, you did.
It was highlighted. Yeah. My son and wife are she's putting him to bed, and he's watching the show. He's watching Daddy drink.
That's funny. My niece loves to watch my YouTube channel. She's like 4. It's the weirdest thing, man.
I just showed my daughter for the first time, and she freaked out. She goes, "Daddy's on TV." I was like, "Oh,
yeah, that's what she thinks. She thinks I'm like this TV star." I'm like, "No,
damn right, he's on TV."
I said the 500 people that watch me, yeah, I'm a TV. To them, I'm a star.
Well, my son, he understands YouTube and he watches. Tyler,
I'm sure I was watching Tyler.
Always shake above the camera.
It looked like you were doing something totally different.
But Yeah, my son knows he knows YouTube. He understands YouTube, so he's always like, "So, are you as big as Mr. Beast?" I'm like, not quite.
Yeah,
I'm only 100
right there, bro.
Yeah, I wish I was 100 times smaller. What would that be? 100 times smaller than Mr. Beast would still be like 10 million subs.
Our guys,
Mr. Spirit the Cocktails in the house.
Oh, Mr. Tim. We've got Mr. Tim.
all right, Trevor.
We gotta
Trevor,
get Tim on his damn live stream, man.
We do got to get Tim. Tim, get a camera and jump on already.
Yeah, use your damn iPhone, brother. Get on here. Just say hello.
Tim's love to do that.
You don't have to
We
put
know
your
you're
shirt back
already
on.
drinking. We know you're drinking, so just join us. And Tyler, what did you
Bonnie,
make?
you
Looks
can
like
sit back
you
on,
made
man.
something.
What kind of cocktail did you make, Bonnie? And then what kind of cocktail did you make, Tyler?
Yes.
Or what version?
Oh, for mine,
Bonnie-
I made the one that Vino made, the pineapple.
The
Daiquiri.
Carioca.
Yeah.
Carioca.
Oh,
Like,
Karaoke cocktail?
And to answer
Hey, no problem.
Eric's question, he says, "How did you get involved with these Three Stooges?" Like around 3 years ago when I first started my channel, somehow Rob found it when I had maybe like.
was it me or was it Vino that found it?
It was. I think you're the one who invited me to the Discord.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I guess you found it. I don't know how.
You found it through Peter.
But I
Probably, yeah. Peter was always finding the new.
Peter probably found it.
Yeah, that's true. Every time, me and
Peter's
Vino,
the only
every
people
time we
who
would.
watch me. Like
But
we just kind of watch each other.
Hello, Jason.
like, it was for a while.
Thank you for
Every time
watching.
me and Vino would find a new channel, we'd go over there, and Peter had commented on a video already, and we're like,
Yep.
"How is Peter finding all these new cocktail
We should
channels?"
get so excited if we thought we discovered something and it was Peter.
Yeah, hey, you would comment. It would just be first by Peter.
Yeah, first comment on every video.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason, welcome to the first
Welcome,
live stream,
First
brother.
time. Hope you enjoy the show. You're not going to learn anything, but maybe you'll laugh.
All right, so look, we got our first round of drinks. That means it's time for the first round of trivia. Rob, we gotta get like a little theme music every time before the trivia starts. All right,
Tyler,
start
go.
working on that. Yeah, Tyler, you're a theme music guy. Come on.
Trivia music.
Come on, you did Hollywood for a bit. Come on.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Okay, let's go get ukulele, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Drinking Buddies Trivia with Vino. All right, guys, here's the first question. We got 3 questions per round. The first question is, it's too late, Rob. I haven't printed out.
It's okay.
Ready? What is the birthstone for July? What is the
I should know this. It's my month. Oh, I do know it. Okay.
What kind of a question is that?
Why,
If you're
you
born
know?
in July, you'll know.
They're all summer-related questions.
Oh, that makes sense.
I don't know.
Theme from Jeopardy. We're
What
not
is
allowed
the
to use the theme
birthstone
from
of
Jeopardy.
July?
Okay, wait a second. Is it like an actual, like it's a rock?
It's a birthstone, a gem.
Well, it's a
A
birthstone.
birthstone.
It's like,
Like if I.
yeah, there we go. Iceman.
Iceman
Eric
and
got
Eric.
it. Woot woot.
Very good, gentlemen.
Ruby,
Very
it
good.
is.
Right. Damn. All right, I didn't understand the question. Now I got it.
Oh, look at that. He had to know. Matt had to know it because that's Miss Sparkle's
Are
birthday
you
month.
kidding me?
Oh yeah, if it's
His
your wife's
wife is
birthday,
looking
you
it
gotta
up on
know.
Google so we can win.
Okay, here's this. Ready? Second question, guys. Ready?
Yep.
In what year were the first modern-day Summer Olympic Games held? What year?
1812.
Ooh.
What?
Remember he guessed it last time, right? And he just threw out a number.
The San Francisco one.
Yeah, you actually weren't like crazy far off right now.
No, one of them I nailed, and then the other one I was like a few years
Yeah.
off.
You weren't too far off. Yeah. So when were the first modern-day Summer Olympics held?
Modern day?
No,
1936, according to
Nope.
Spirit of the Cocktail.
Spirit, you're thinking of World War II. That was when we had those.
All right, so Eric and Matt's wife were born in July, so they both had to know that one.
They cheat.
1892.
Oh man, Tribal Bar guy, so close.
Who is it? What is it?
So
What is
close.
it?
He said
Year
1892. He's super close. All right, ready, guys? Here's the answer.
I'm going by Price is Right rules because if no one gets it, but they all go over, then I win by saying year one.
All right, so Peter is All right, so here's the thing. So 2 people said 1892. My sources say 1896. So
Okay,
we're
what
gonna
sources
use
you
that.
have?
You said those sources like you all don't know you're looking at Wikipedia.
Like, I know you're old, Vino, but come on.
Like you have a guy.
See, Eric got it. Eric got it.
He has a guy that was there.
All right, so Eric got it. They were close. All right, ready? Third question, guys.
What is
This
it?
is good. I bet you, Tyler, you know this one. Ready?
All right, let me hear it.
Who wrote and sang the 1980s hit song "Boys of Summer"?
Oh, that's
Don't say it yet.
Don't
Give people
say.
a chance.
You got your
Bonnie, you know this? Bonnie, come on, Bonnie, you know this. Come on, guys. David, you know this, David. Boys of Summer? There you go.
We're about to get demonetized because of Tyler.
No, because
Tyler's a little bit off, so we'll be all
He was a
right.
little bit off.
Yeah,
Good
I actually
There we
like
go.
just
Sean got it.
there
Sean got
was. I would say Sean's got it.
John Henley.
it. Manu Taco was a little bit off.
Yeah.
The Beatles.
Tim,
Jackson
so close,
5.
man, so close. All right, Trevor Rose got it. Very good.
I always get that song and the Brian Adams song always mixed up.
Which Brian Adams song is more than
Summer of 69.
Yeah, that
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
banger.
That's the
a
next
banger.
question. Way to ruin it.
My bad. And
It's actually not. It's not one of the questions here, thankfully.
all right, so round 1 complete. Is that what you're saying?
That's it. Round one is complete, though. Now it's time for round 2 of daiquiris.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh.
Oh, Tyler, you didn't tell us what you made.
Tyler,
Yeah,
what
what
do
have you been
you
I
drinking?
totally forgot that I'm like 25 minutes late to this thing, and I'm like, how are you guys on round 2 already? But
Tyler, what are you consuming?
What are you consuming?
Just a
Oh, just a
classic,
standard.
just a very
classic?
old school classic daiquiri. It is just
No,
nice.
that's it. That's it.
All
That's
right,
perfect.
good, because none of us are making a classic daiquiri, so there you go. It had to
Okay,
be
and
made, right?
just for everybody that maybe never have made a classic daiquiri, what are the ratios there?
Yeah, and everyone does the ratios slightly differently.
What are their
So.
favorite ratios?
I bet my ratios are way fucking off. But I went 2 ounces of my white rum.
That's correct.
I went 3/4 of an ounce of my simple, and then 3/4 of an ounce of my lime juice.
I do the same thing, just slightly less simple. I go half ounce simple.
How much simple did
But-
he say? How much?
3/4.
3/4.
I went.
Yeah, I go less than that. Yeah, I go half ounce.
Okay.
Yeah. But I do 3/4 of lime. Sometimes I even push to an ounce of lime. I do like the tartness.
I also am kind of a puss, and sometimes I need a little bit of that sweetness. So
I'm telling your wife you admitted that.
yeah,
She knows. She knows.
he told me before I came in the laundry room here. David,
All
we missed
right.
you last time, man. I'm glad you're feeling better, dude.
Oh, I'm still dying, but I've been so busy with work on top of being sick that stress.
Yeah,
I figure
stress,
this can't be
you
any
know what?
worse. So
I wasn't gonna miss another one.
Oh,
there
that's
you
good.
go.
You still jumped on the chat last time. You were still well enough to.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I wanted to be involved at least, part of the way there, right?
Oh, yeah.
I tried very hard not to miss these.
Yeah, dude, these are a good time. I look forward to this. Like this.
So
is-
Rob, I shared the links to these to their channels, but I don't think the chat is showing it. I shared
No, it
shared
doesn't.
Bonnie and Tyler's.
No, it may not because everybody's in my chat.
Yeah, I'm
maybe.
I'm in your room.
Okay.
No, that's weird. That's weird.
What's your
That's not.
favorite kind
I
of
think it's
daiquiri at
because he
Spirit of
doesn't
the
want people
Cocktail?
spamming their YouTube channels. So you're
Maybe.
gonna have to probably do it.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll put it in. Did you want to make yours, or am I making my next one?
Yeah, you can make it.
All right. I am actually making, for my second one, I'm making a lychee daiquiri. So people who aren't aware of lychee, I've got lychee in a can. But lychees I think it's an Asian fruit, right?
No,
but,
if you rub it, they'll come out on their own. You get 3 wishes. So just be careful.
So lychee, for those who've never had, it's kind of like the best way to describe the taste is like a perfumey grape. It's got the consistency of a grape, but it's got a very perfumey, kind of almost floral taste. The canned stuff is better because they're already peeled. They don't have the giant pit in the middle, and it comes with its own syrup, which we're going to use. So yeah, so canned lychee. We're gonna open this guy up, and it's got its own garnish because that's what we're gonna garnish with.
You might be
I'm surprised you don't say it on fancy like léché.
Yeah.
Léché?
Léché.
Léché.
It's not like it's French or anything. So
Oh,
I know
that,
you
now
make
that's a
everything.
good question.
You always try to make everything French.
That's spirit of the
Actually,
spirit of
I
the
need to find
cocktail
my
is
lychee
asking where
liqueur. Give me a
lychees are
second.
From.
Oh, bye, Rob.
I'm still here.
Yeah,
I
but
think
we
he's
can't see the
taking. Are
cocktail
you taking your
that
pants off?
you're
Is
gonna make.
that what happened?
He doesn't need to turn the camera off, take his pants off. He'd be just it's fine.
Do you, does anybody know where lychees come from?
Spirit says they're from Ohio.
I'm pretty sure Tim is wrong.
It seems like
I'm gonna
they
say
come from, like, India.
Brazil. Brazil. What do you think?
I think they're Asian. I don't know where, but
They might be Asian.
I think it's an Asian fruit. But I have this Soho lychee liqueur. So,
Hey Rob, what is?
all right.
Hey Rob, what is Eric Sloop making? Eric Sloop, what's he making?
I don't know. What's he making?
Check.
Oh.
Tell us. Tell us what he's making.
Speaking of French, he is making a vieux carré.
Ah,
Or as you people call it, a vieux carré.
I can't
There's
take
no
it.
R's in it.
I can't take
You're
it,
right.
bro.
I know you're
Vieux
French, but
carré. It's not vieux carré.
Can you even say it the regular way?
Vieux carré. That is
No.
how you say it.
No, that's your bougie French way. I'm talking about the way regular
Rob,
people say it.
Rob, you keep speaking that, you're going to get me hot and bothered, man. The way you speak like that, goodness gracious.
just a sec,
Anyways,
Rob,
it's a
let me
great- it's a
plug my
great
earbuds and
drink.
say some more.
That's all sorts of naughty.
All
Yeah,
right.
and by the way,
so,
the lychee is actually from southern China.
There you go. I knew it was Asian. Okay, so I need 1.5 ounces of white rum, which I think I have just about enough in my bottle here. Oh my God, it's fate. Perfectly 1.5 ounces. It's amazing.
Perfect amount.
Perfect. It literally went to the line. After that, we're going to do 1/2 ounce of lychee liqueur. So this stuff is lychee flavored, but it's quite sweet. It's 21%. This is going to be a sweet,
Yeah,
a
it looks
sweet
like
one.
this.
Yeah.
I mean,
So then we're doing lychee syrup directly from the can. There we go.
Trevor's right. 1/2 ounce is a lot.
Oh,
Of
we
what?
have the Manhattan Project in here.
Of the syrup?
Oh,
Or
yes.
Yeah, because of the
and then
liqueur.
3/4 ounce of lime. Yeah, but if I remember, I haven't made this in years. But I mean, this is a sweet one. This is for the ladies, and my wife loves the lychee daiquiri.
Wow.
And
Whoa.
so
Do
you,
you
you
man
kind
like
of,
it too?
You're assuming the fellas don't like sweet cocktails? They're very,
Yeah,
very,
well,
very.
yeah.
You're back in the cocktail, Rob.
what's
I
that?
have to have tart and sour cocktails all the time. Come on.
That's
I
not
prefer tart myself.
Rob's gonna get canceled talking like that.
Oh, he's got the fancy shit going.
Yeah, hey,
All right.
Manhattan Project is in the house.
What's that? Who's in the house?
The fellas from Manhattan Project.
Ah, hey.
What's up, Manhattan?
All right. Get a nice good lychee garnish on there. And here it is, lychee daiquiri.
It looks like you just
Oh,
put a
it's-
cheese curd in that glass.
I know. So a little pro tip for Halloween cocktails. You get one of these lychees, and you can see the opening there, and it's dripping everywhere. You stick a
nice.
blueberry in there, and it looks like an eyeball.
That's
Drip,
cool.
the opening's dripping.
The opening is dripping.
Easy.
All right.
Let me make sure I heard that correctly.
That's bonky of you. That's very bonky.
Yeah, so I mean, lychee flavor, it's not too sweet. The lime really balances out. That syrup is not the canned syrup is not as sweet as you think. It's a light syrup. It's it's mainly watery. Maybe maybe all the sugar's at the bottom and I didn't shake the can, but it's not overly sweet, and the lime really brings it back. But the lychee flavor is just it's very perfumey and floral. Very nice.
Bonnie, what were you taking over there? I saw you pulling out some maraschino liqueur.
Oh, I made a Hemingway daiquiri because I could not follow along with this one. They don't have the lychee.
Yeah, it's one of those things you got to.
The Hemingway, that's a good one.
Hemingway's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just
And
gotta.
I had like a grapefruit left over from something else, and I was like, "Yay! Like this will be a good excuse to use it."
The amount of excuses I need to use up my fruit is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, actually, when I try to drink less, I just don't buy any citrus because then I'm like, well, there's like, I mean, then I just make old fashions or something. But it
Right.
helps a little bit.
It gives me an excuse to like throw random stuff in stuff that shouldn't work.
Roberto,
That's
put
my-
mine up.
All right.
Roberto. This is a classic. I'm sure most people have had this, but it's delicious.
Hotel Nacional.
I was telling everybody this is the perfect night for me to have this infinity bottle of white rum.
No, you have an infinity bottle of white rum?
Yeah.
Why not?
So what have you put into this infinity bottle so far?
Florida Cana, Donku, Plantation. Like there's at least I have the somewhere.
Have
around
you
here.
thrown
How
in
much-
a little bit of cachaça just to funk things up?
No, there's no
got-
cachaça,
That makes
but there's,
people angry.
There's probitas in here, so that's a little bit of that.
Yeah,
going
that'll
on.
give it some.
Dude, I got an infinity bottle of whiskey I've been working on for 3 years, and it's still not complete.
Oh yeah.
You're not because you're finishing the bottles. You're supposed to
That's the
sacrifice the
problem.
last little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I leave like the last ounce.
I usually do an ounce. That's what I've been
You're
doing.
gonna have to drink that.
Yeah.
Here's
it's-
my infinity bottle.
Oh shit! It actually says infinity. Nice.
Yeah, I've got a whiskey one. I've got a rum one.
I'm jealous.
Where's my rum one? But my rum is not white rum. Like it's just every rum, so it's fairly dark.
It's white and
Yeah, whatever rum I don't finish, I throw in there. So it's
Yeah.
it's got a
Whatever
it's
rum you
got
don't
a
finish.
darkish hue.
What rums don't you finish? Are they the good ones or the bad ones?
Well, I mean, it's mainly when I have because
yeah,
rum's a little harder because rum. It's easy to make a cocktail with whiskey infinity. It's usually like a scotch or a bourbon that it's more of a sipping one. But I don't want to finish that last little bit. But if it stays in the bottle, it's just going to go bad. So then you
I won't
sacrifice it to
I
the
won't put cheap
infinity.
whiskey in there either. Like it's got to be legit whiskey. I can't put like a bottle of freaking
Now, Reload 7x1 suggested we should turn those into almost a nice frothy cocktail with a little bit of egg white. Not a bad idea for some daiquiris, for sure, absolutely. Silky milk flavor gives it mute
I've got
flavors and allows other flavors to really shine through.
Peter's got a good point here. I've got a rum agricole. I'm using it in my third daiquiri tonight.
Yep.
And it is an unaged rum agricole, and it's almost identical to cachaça. It's so funky, so grassy that it's basically cachaça.
No,
there was
Brazilian
a,
is going to come through there and he's going to smack you.
Who is?
Any Brazilians in the chat?
It's so similar.
On Steve the Bartender's Facebook page, someone tried to say, "Oh, I used cachaça instead of rum agricole," something like that. So, they used the rum agricole instead of Sharonda, the Mexican one. And he ate that guy a new ass, man. Well, you can't call it.
I saw that. I know that someone.
Did you
But
read it?
it really depends because I've got the the Saint James. This is from Martinique. This is rum agricole. This tastes like rum, like aged rum. This guy is a rum agricole. It's from the Reunion Islands, so it's not from Martinique, but it is a rum agricole. This stuff tastes like cachaça. It is so funky. This guy is not funky at all.
Yeah.
So it depends. They're both rum agricoles.
Whether it's pot stilled or whether it's column stilled, and then
It's also aged. Aging it will kind of remove some of that.
Yeah,
funk.
exactly. It mellows it out and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway, cheers, folks. Hotel Nacional.
Cheers.
hotel something.
Yeah, I love this. This is one of my favorite decks.
Hotel California.
Yeah, I love it.
Hotel.
I mean, it's similar to the last one with the addition, obviously, of the apricot liqueur and no bitters. Love it. Love.
You guys see that Steve, the bartender, was giving away a year's
Peter
worth.
suggests a rum agricole.
Was it really?
Malibu.
Now, what is it? Okay, to the average person, what is a year's supply of gin? Because that can vary quite a bit.
Say that again, Rob.
What is apparently Steve the bartender is giving away a year's supply of gin?
Year's supply of gin.
So I'm asking, what is a year's supply of gin? Because that can vary quite a bit.
I would say,
Yeah.
Probably like a case.
Yeah, I would think, because I mean,
for me,
I'm not a big gin drinker. So for me,
Oh,
one bottle.
a year worth though.
yeah. I'm sure it's not unlimited for a year. It's not like a
I'll
buffet.
gin it up. I will gin the hell out of it.
Well, of
I'll
course.
gin you so hard, it's not even funny. For me, I would
Yeah,
say
if it was free, I would probably drink a lot more gin. But that's my point. Is I would say 5 bottles, maybe 5, 6.
bottle a month.
Bottle a month, maybe 12 bottles. I don't know.
I wonder how he's determining that. I have to imagine it's a case. It's just a case, 12 bottles.
I would think it's a case. Case is 12, right? So yeah, I would say a case.
Depending on the
I
size of the case.
would say a case. I wouldn't say.
But then depending on where he's shipping to, that may change.
It sounds better, right?
Because
But it
like a
also
bottle could be a
that's
weekend,
bullshit.
you know. Like
You're gonna sit there and you're gonna say you get to drink gin for a year for free. Here's 5 bottles. Eat my shorts. There's no
no,
way.
but it's like a lot
all
of.
5 of those bottles next week.
I think there's been some
you have
like
gin
some
problem.
I think there's been some legal precedents for that where like fast food places have said like eat for a year, but then they had fine print where it's like, well, hold on, you can't just go in there and just like scarf yourself every fucking day for an entire year.
There's that documentary on Netflix about Pepsi that got in trouble for saying that if you drank a certain amount of Pepsi, they'd give you a free jet.
Yeah, I remember that. It wasn't. No, it was. So what I remember that when I was a kid.
Jets?
Like a
Yeah. So what happened was it was a contest in the 90s. It was a contest in the 90s where under the cap there was like Pepsi points. And then you accumulated Pepsi. The more caps and the more cans you bought, the more points you accumulated. And I think the highest thing was like if you got a million points, the highest prize was like a car. But then there was a commercial on TV where this kid was like accumulating all the points, and they were going through all the different prizes. And then at the end, there's like 1 million points, a car, and he wins the car. And there's like 10 million points, and there's like a Harrier jet. And then you see the kid in a jet. And it was obviously is meant as a gag, but they never wrote anywhere that this is not a real prize. So one guy actually accumulated that many points. And he was like, I want my fucking jet. So it went to court, and obviously it's a military vehicle. They can't buy it. But they basically had to give him the monetary value of a jet.
Like $35 million.
Yeah. so he won big. So
Well,
now you will never see one of those gag prizes without fine print that says
That
like this
kid
is not a
also-
real prize.
The kid got backed by like a millionaire investor. This investor was like, "I'll help you
Help you win this case.
win this," and then it's insane.
I remember when
Yeah,
I was a kid.
I remember that.
When I was a kid, I used to love honeycombs, and I remember I joined the honeycomb hideout, and I won a secret Dakota kit. Oh man,
You nerd!
Let me tell you something. For a poor kid from the South Bronx, a secret Dakota kit was fucking the shit.
Do you have like a badge, like a honeycomb, whatever?
They sent like a little newsletter with like crossword puzzles and stuff like that. And then we got the secret decoder thing, and we could at the back of every newsletter was like a thing you can only decode with a little machine, whatever.
I just see.
Hey,
Rob
William, how's it going?
asking his parents like, "Hey, can we get a box of honeycomb?"
How's it going, everyone?
First of all, let's be clear.
Oh, Broadway Barfly's here.
No, honeycomb slaps. I love honeycomb.
I don't think I've ever had honeycombs.
You have no idea what you're missing,
Do
Rob.
you have honeycombs?
My cereal of choice was Corn Pops. I
hated Corn Pops, man.
Corn
Why?
pops?
They're so good.
No, they're corn.
Rob,
Pops.
you're not showing your age.
I'm not.
I remember.
I'm not showing my age. That was
William
around when I was a kid.
Mazzaro. Sorry, Mazzaro. I'm gonna say that name wrong, but that's a funny joke.
What's that?
That how's
What's that?
terrible. I don't know. I thought it was funny. He's making a joke at the Canadians.
Oh,
Ontario. Oh yeah. it's yeah. It is what it is.
What was everybody's favorite cereal growing up? We all had one, especially our generation. Kids these days.
Corn Pops.
We heard about it, Rob. We heard about it.
Do you remember Corn Pops had a mascot? They discontinued them after a while.
I'm on board with you, Rob. By the way, Rob, none of us were on board with you, Corn Pops.
I was a big
If anyone says Corn Flakes, Frosted Flakes are good. That was my number 2.
What was yours, Tyler? What was it?
I think it's either between Frosted Flakes or Lucky Charms. Those were big in my house.
I love Frosted Flakes, man.
Yeah.
Love Frosted Flakes.
I would do Frosted Flakes, and then I would sprinkle some sugar on top. And
what, on top of Frosted Flakes?
Oh yeah.
You know what? My one that I always wanted to try, and my mom would never get it because it was apparently too sugary. Was Trix. Like Trix are for kids, and so when I was a kid, I never
give you Corn Pops.
Was that?
But she'd give you Corn Pops.
Apparently, Corn Pops were less sugar.
That makes no sense.
Anyways, my mom refused to buy Trix, and then when I was out on my own, I was like, I'm finally gonna try Trix. So I bought a box of Trix, and they were shit.
Bonnie, what did you like? Bonnie?
So I'm gonna do a shameless plug of Fruit Loops because I have this Fruit Loops vodka. But
Fruit Loops are dope.
Fruit Loops are pretty awesome.
Reese's Puffs is the best cereal like ever made. I think
that's like a newer. That's more like new gen.
Yeah,
we're talking about.
I still eat it.
I still remember the people, the young folk eating Fruit Loops today have all the colors. I still remember when
36 talking about young folk.
30. I'm just saying. I remember when they introduced the green color. There was only 3 colors growing up, and one day they're like, "We're introducing green. It doesn't taste different, but it's a different color."
Is that when you walk 10 miles to school?
Yeah, that's right.
Captain Crunch, that was a good one.
Captain
I
Crunch.
never cared for Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
Captain Crunch is the only. So we don't buy cereal.
Oh, whoa. Hey, Peter's bad mouthing Fruit Loops here. I don't know what's wrong with your Fruit Loops.
I wish my antibiotics tasted like Fruit Loops.
Yeah, my antibiotics tasted like Dave's banana liqueur.
Bonnie actually made a cocktail with that Fruit Loop stuff, right?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, my latest video, it's like 3 different videos. Oh, it's actually Fruity Pebbles, but I feel like the flavor profile is the same.
So you have Fruity Pebbles and Fruit Loop vodka? You have like a whole cereal collection.
The 3 Olives Loopy is like Fruit Loops, and then this one I got at like a local place. It has like pictures of Fruity Pebbles on it, and it really tastes like it.
That's what I love about Bonnie. Bonnie takes the risk. Like the shit that none of us would buy. Bonnie takes that risk, bro.
The riskiest thing I bought was
you buy the infusions that no one here would buy.
I bought the weird when I was making my own pumpkin spice liqueur for Halloween a couple of years ago. Yep. I bought a local pumpkin spice liqueur to make sure I was actually on point.
Everybody in the chat, what is the weirdest bottle of spirits you ever bought? Like, whether it's Fruit Loops, vodka, whatever she had. What is the weirdest thing you ever bought?
What is the stupidest thing you ever bought? For me, it's Hypnotic.
That's not a stupid decision.
No, it was really popular. It
was. That's the thing. It was really popular. I don't think it's good at all.
I wouldn't say it's a stupid decision. I mean, I'm not a fan, but I mean, I get it.
It was big in the bar scene.
It's pretty popular shit. What is that?
This stuff, it's a liqueur. It's called Zambu, and it has the buzz button flower in it, which I grew.
Oh, you did that in a video not too long ago, didn't you?
So I actually grow these, and I bought this stuff to see how it compares. If you take just a shot of this, it does like kind of make your mouth tingle, but it's just kind of, it's like a cheap. It's almost like Everclear or something with like flavoring in it.
Dill pickle vodka. Actually, dill pickle vodka in a like a Caesar or a Bloody Mary would be pretty good.
Dill pickle
absolutely.
And a black vodka looks great for Halloween. Wait, William says apricot liqueur.
Except you can't call it black vodka.
Hey, there's a lot of uses for apricot. Go grab any tiki book and go to town.
That's good
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it's good
You
stuff.
can't call it black vodka anymore. It's
Oh, you can't. It's not.
Hey, Rob, you want to put mine up?
That's politically correct.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
It was David's turn, right?
Oh, yeah.
It is. The Golden Gloves are the one.
That's the one.
God, I don't have.
What are you using? Cointreau or triple sec today?
Okay, so my Cointreau bottle is empty because, I'm always missing something, as Trevor likes to put out. But I got myself a bottle of triple sec just recently. And I'm just going to throw in. I need a teaspoon, so I'm going to use a bar spoon. It'll be pretty close to the 5 mils that I need. Of course, half an ounce of lime juice. And on a live, too, I nearly knocked something over.
I went half and half, guys, on this last one, and you guys were right. That's the better ratio for sure.
That's the better ratio. Hey,
Now,
so
this actually does require a teaspoon of sugar. It doesn't require a simple syrup. The recipe actually requires sugar and half lime.
So Peter says he bought an acorn liqueur.
Yeah, that sounds disgusting, Peter.
No, that's not
Acorn liqueur.
Yeah, I'm like that.
I mean, is
intrigued by that.
that going to
Like,
taste
what are you,
like
a
amaretto? Or?
raccoon or something?
Like I did.
Peter, what is it similar to? What?
Raccoon liqueur. There we go.
Peter, what is it similar to? Taste.
Beef jerky liqueur.
It's no different than that. Would go well with the pickle vodka.
Oh yeah, honestly. I've had bacon vodka.
Again, guys, if you want to join the whole chat where everybody's hanging out, head over to David's channel.
Yes.
Everyone's on David's channel. We're all hanging out.
Booze on the
We're having a
rocks.
good time. And they're giving away free French fries. So go get your French fries.
What?
Aren't they
Who's
called
giving away
potato olays in Canada?
What about
Was that-
Canada?
Aren't they called potato olays in Canada?
What?
No, they're not.
They're called
Oh,
freedom
Freedom
David,
fries. You guys call them
if you
freedom
guys go to
fries
my
for a
channel,
while.
they'll be freedom fries.
I thought they were maple fries. I will say though, Canada, man, poutine.
Don't
That shit is.
Did you just recently discover that?
No, I've been eating it like crazy though lately. And
Rob, he does live in another country. You know that, right? So if he just
Yeah, but you guys
happens
have
to
known
find
about
out-
poutine for a while. You guys just
I've
don't do
known
it
about
right.
poutine for years, but I'm just saying, like, I've been having it a lot more lately because I've been going out to restaurants, and my God, is it still good? It's so
it is
But
good.
it's got to be done with proper cheese curds, a dark salty gravy, some fantastic fries.
I once tried to
Not
explain to you how to
overcooked
make
and not
proper
undercooked.
poutine, but I wasn't in the right mind to do it.
Now, David, are you okay with exchanging the French fries out for tater tots?
Oh yeah, sure.
Isn't that
You can, yes, you can
potato tots?
absolutely.
Potato
As
tots-
long as they're properly cooked, they got to be properly crispy.
Okay.
Hey,
Because
Rob,
I-
remember the time you were trying to give a recipe out?
Yeah, I was just saying
And
that.
Who was the
I was,
girl?
What was her name? Tessa, yeah.
Tessa? She was like, Rob, enough.
No, I wasn't of the right mind.
No,
Luckily,
you
that was
were not.
after the live. That's a breakfast poutine. That's
Is poutine like nationwide popular, or is it just more East Coast?
it's nationwide, but it's I mean, obviously, Quebec, Ontario is more where it's.
Yeah,
We got
of course.
We got
Yeah,
a spot down the street from me that does a killer poutine. I scarf that shit up.
Yeah,
Oh,
he doesn't use.
Tyler, you've got those funky little things.
As a
If he
Mac.
shreds his cheese, you
That's
got
a
to say no.
I can't do that.
They were doing that for me for a while. Stop.
Trevor remembers.
But I remember when it was
All I
doing
was,
like.
I think what I was trying to say was just that you need the right kind of fries, the right kind of gravy, the right kind of cheese.
Oh, yeah.
The cheese is the biggest one. A lot of people just put a lot of places will make a poutine and just put shredded cheese. It's got to be cheese curds.
Yeah, fuck those
Yeah.
nerds.
I mean, you can do it. I mean, you could do it with shredded cheese.
David,
But if you want a
David,
proper
how
poutine,
is
it's got
your
to be curds.
cocktail, David?
Listen in the chat. In the chat, what is everybody's what is your city's local thing? What's their food? You know, in New York, it's pizza, the bagel. What is your
Chicago's
local
pizza,
thing?
Vino.
No, they have
No, that's
Let's take
a
it easy.
casserole. It's delicious, but it's a casserole.
Exactly.
Vino literally just like rolled up one sleeve. He was like,
I'm gonna find your house, boy.
And his accent went up an octave.
Vino just sent a dead horse to my house. Like Vino just like cut
Yeah,
up.
Vino,
there's a horse headed.
all about pretzels.
Yeah.
Come on.
Jesus.
I wouldn't go to sleep tonight, Tyler, if I was you.
And to answer Tyler's question,
How was your cocktail?
it's good. It's tart because there's just a little bit of sweetness in there. Like, I mean, you're using just a little bit of the triple sec just to give you a bit of orange hints to it. This is basically you're drinking rum, lime juice, not lemon, lime. It's like I'm filming one of my own videos. I can't remember the name of a fruit. Anyways, having said that, because you've got the ratios really are downplayed on the sweetness. This is a more tart version of a daiquiri. Really good.
Hell yeah.
All right,
I'm in the mood for some tater tots and sausage gravy.
That sounds amazing.
I've done that
I love biscuits and gravy. That's one of my favorite things.
Jason, that's a good
Jason's
one.
correct.
I've done that before, and it's
That stuff's awesome.
Taters with gravy and sausage sounds incredible.
Yeah,
It is.
And then also do a fried egg.
Fantastic.
Do a fried egg.
Donaires?
Oh
I love a
yeah,
fried egg on anything, bro.
Crabs?
I'm a fried egg
Oh,
on
yeah.
burger type of guy.
yeah.
So what is this
Triple A beef
donaire?
from
This-
Alberta, best in the
donaire.
world.
Donaire is it's a Middle Eastern thing. It's like a wrap, like a shawarma kind of, but different kind of meat.
Okay. Sounds
Uh,
lit.
It's
Really
I don't
good.
know the exact
Good
specifics,
tzatziki
but
sauce. You've got lamb, and usually
I think it's
also-
donaire meat is like a lamb mince with a lot of spices. It's very good.
Yeah, it's layered and cooked, and then they trim it off like a shawarma.
You're making me hungry. This is a drinking show,
Man,
not a food show.
look at Peter. Look
I
at
was
the
like,
tribal bar
Peter-
guy. Fried
Peter, I
manchego
think
cheese
you
with
like
grilled pig
mistyped
ears.
what the hell you were trying to say there, Peter. Like what
Grilled pig ears. What the heck is grilled pig ears?
I believe he's in Spain right now, right? Peter, you're in Spain, correct?
I can't imagine looking at a whole pig and going like, I'll take the ears.
That's because you waste nothing. That's what it is. Waste nothing.
I love
Actually,
the.
I hear the cheeks are really good. I hear pig
The
cheeks.
front ones or the back ones, Rob?
I eat the shit out of a pig. Yeah, I never had ears.
Wait,
The bacon is.
You know, you just say I eat the shit out of a pig. You know, just goes, I'll eat the shit out of a pig.
I eat the living shit.
That reminds me of that scene from Billy from
pig for days.
Like with a spoon or what? Jesus Christ.
It's like that scene from Happy Gilmore where he's like, you better watch yourself. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. It's like, you eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
Dude, I'm going to a pro golf tournament tomorrow, and I am going to scream some Happy Gilmore stuff.
Nice. Okay, so donaire meat is beef, lamb, or chicken. Beef is yeah.
Oh, chitterlings.
I thought you were going to list out the spices, man. Come on, Trevor.
We got Peter, Sean, and the Manhattan Project are all down in Maryland, and so they get all that crab, man. I love crab.
Crabs
Ooh,
are
what
awesome.
is this? What is chitterlings?
You've never had chitterlings?
We
I-
going chitlins.
no, I-
We going chitlins. I'm assuming it's the
saw-
same thing as chitlins.
You've seen the
Is
movie
that how
Gremlins,
you say
right?
it? What is it?
It's
Maybe
okay,
I've had
so
it.
the movie Gremlins, when they get their hands chopped off and you deep fry them, as long as you don't do it after midnight, they become chitterlings.
Oh,
Okay.
is that what it is?
So
By the way, shout
I
out to
ask
the
again,
Gremlins.
what are
Hope they
chitterlings?
come back.
Because I didn't get an answer there.
You knew like 20 seconds into that what I was saying was bullshit, so I don't know why you
Peter is the tribal bar guy. He has
Tribal
a
bar
channel.
guy. And this guy here. This is Peter. Tribal bar. He used to have his. Well, he still has his own channel. He used to do videos. Peter, when are you making another video? Come on.
Peter, I miss you, man.
We miss you. Well, miss you. But yeah, Peter used to make his own videos. So go check out his
We
channel.
also
and
miss Tyler. Thank God we have these lives.
Well, it's
Yeah,
hard for people
Tyler,
to be up
come
at
on
3
now.
o'clock in the morning
No.
drinking.
Guys, I forgot how much effort, or like, not effort. I forgot what.
All right, pig
all I needed.
It's a
intestines
lot of
saute.
work.
Okay.
It's a lot of work.
I forgot what I needed to make my videos. I have my stuff laid out. You will have a video shortly.
Woo-hoo.
It'll be back.
And your scent's going to be different, I suppose.
Eduardo says tripe.
What's that?
Do you guys like tripe? I love tripe.
What's
I don't think I've
tripe?
had tripe. It's
Tripe is
another.
stomach.
It's another.
Tripe sounds
Tripe
like
is
We're talking some Hannibal Lecter stuff here, man.
No, tripe is good if done properly, right?
I love tripe, especially with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
You can't live on poutine, bro.
Tripe is stomach. Tripe is the stomach.
It's the
stomach of what?
Pig, cow.
It could be a pig or a cow.
It can be a pig, cow. It's the stomach of an animal.
I thought
New
that
Yorker?
Hey, Rob, how about this? Rob, ready? Frozen maple syrup bark on the. What is that? Do you know what that is, Dave?
Frozen
That's
maple syrup
awesome.
bark.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
What is
Okay,
that?
so what you do is you take your maple syrup, you heat it up, and then what you do is you prepare a bed of snow.
Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah.
Are you fucking with us? Or is it real?
I highlighted the wrong thing.
Hold on.
Maple syrup bark, and then you pour it across the snow. You can drizzle it across, right?
Yeah, that's
That
just good.
sounds so good.
So they prepare. It's when you go to the sugar shack. They prepare a bed of snow, clean snow, but and then they pour maple
Not
syrup
yellow
on it.
snow.
It's not yellow snow.
Yellow snow?
It solidifies, and then they get a little stick, and they roll the maple syrup around. It becomes like a little lollipop, and you give it to kids, and
that sounds pretty dope.
kids eat it, and it gets sticky everywhere. And then you, as the parent, has to son of a bitch, have to rub all the sticky maple syrup off everything. It's fun for everyone. But
You rub your child's face in the snow.
luckily, while the parents are annoyed as shit about their kids being all sticky, they also serve what is called a caribou shot, which is Canadian whiskey mixed with maple syrup, and you take a shot, and it's great.
That sounds perfect.
What is a good Canadian whiskey? What's considered a good Canadian whiskey?
If you can find this stuff, it's the best.
Lot
40.
Lot 40, and this is specifically the dark oak Lot 40. And it's my favorite.
I drink Black Velvet. Am I drinking trash or what?
Yes.
Well,
I have no idea what that is.
No, okay, good.
Honestly, Rob says Lot 40. There's a couple of really good ones. Swear Jar is really good.
Swear Jar?
Near where Rob lives is a little place called North of 7.
Yeah, North of 7 is good.
Fantastic whiskey.
But that's small. He won't find that. The stuff that you'll find is basically, you'll find literally Canadian Club, Wiser's, Crown Royal. They're the equivalent of they're not bad. They just have a reputation of being
This is what we need to do.
Hey,
Rob?
Tyler.
Yeah,
Tyler,
what
real
up,
quick.
Vino?
We need that whiskey. Look at the one you just put.
Which whiskey is that?
Swear Jar whiskey.
Swear Jar is
Swear
fantastic.
Jar whiskey.
And it's
Dude,
got
that's right up our
This
alley.
is what Vino. This is what we need to do. You and I need to create an American box, a box of American shit, and we need to float it across the sea to Canada, and then once
to Canada.
We'll attach a rope to it just in case you have to pull it back.
And once Canada has it, they will attach their box, and we'll
put it like pack mules on a moose. Come on, get it right.
Yes.
We'll do like the Pony Express.
Yes. Old school.
I like that.
And that way, Vino, you and I can try their shit, and they can try our shit.
So
don't forget, they're in Prohibition. That's how they
Trevor just said this bottle here.
Yep. Pretty good. No, it's good stuff.
I think it's okay. I wasn't super impressed, Trevor. I'm sorry. I know you like Alberta. This is Alberta Premium Cask Strength. It's 63.7%, so it's nice and high. It's fine. For the price it cost me, I was expecting more.
Because you're French Canadian.
Yeah.
All right, ready, guys?
What does that have to do with it?
Your taste
David,
buds
you
are
did,
suspect.
you did your cocktail, David,
No.
right?
Everybody's. I really like Swear Jar. I really like the Lot 40. I like Sigma Hill. I like Howitzer. Howitzer's fantastic. I just like a good whiskey, and it's subjective, right?
Of course. Tastes. This is my favorite Canadian whiskey, but of course you're not. This is a small distillery, so no one's gonna find it. This is Last Straw, and it's a cask strength corn whiskey. This is basically Canadian bourbon. This is as close as you'll get to Canadian bourbon because it's a.
No. Use this one. North of
want
7th
corn whiskey,
Canadian
you
whiskey.
get it from Iowa, baby.
Might as well be bourbon.
Foremost makers of corn.
Hey, Tyler.
I'm sure it is.
But
But that's why it's so great, because
You're right.
like you think Canadian whiskey, you think rye, because we primarily make and export rye, but we also make single malt whiskeys like similar to Scotch, and a lot of places make corn whiskeys similar to bourbon. They can't call it bourbon because it's not American, but this is surprisingly freaking good.
It's trivia time. Okay, round two of trivia.
Yeah, last straw made of
Which
rum,
tricky
and
ones?
Trevor's got a bottle.
All right, ready? First question. What U.S. state was the beach ball invented? In what U.S. state was the beach ball invented?
I'm gonna go California.
I don't think so. I think that's too obvious.
I do too. I'm gonna go East Coast.
Delaware.
Okay, I got it, but I'll wait for the answer.
It's Delaware.
Trevor Rose and Roberto.
What'd they say?
California.
Oh, I
baby.
got it. I was right. No.
Right.
California.
I thought that, but then Rob talked me out of it because he made me think it's good.
You got into your head.
That was me.
I was literally thinking of Beach Boys, and that's the first state that came to mind.
No. David got in your head. David said Suavius.
Oh, David, you bastard. you beautiful Canadian bastard.
He yucked your yuck. Right, ready? Question number 2.
Yep.
How tall is the Guinness World Record for the tallest sandcastle? How tall is the Guinness World Record for the tallest sandcastle?
I actually know this. You see, how tall is the Eiffel Tower? Because the Eiffel Tower, little people may know this, but it's actually made of sand.
Oh, really?
Little people around.
Tyler's questioning me. He's trying to figure out if I'm telling the truth or not.
No, I know you're full of shit. I just am like, why?
Come on, guys.
Why do that to me?
I thought it was 12 feet, but I don't know if that's right.
I want to see this thing. Do you have a picture?
Tim was actually pretty close. Tim was pretty close. I think he was using his engineering degree to figure out.
What did they? I want to know what the qualifications were for a sandcastle, because
it was made of sand and it looked like a castle.
Because I could just get like a friggin' like bulldozer and then bulldoze me a big mountain of dirt that was like 50 feet high.
Yeah, they probably did that, and then they shaped it into a sandcastle.
Well, there you go.
Anyway, the answer is 45 feet. So
that's pretty crazy.
Tim wins. Last question. Bonnie, you got this, Bonnie. Ready?
How would that work?
The song Summer Nights is from which 1978 movie?
Oh, should I say it?
You can say it.
Grease.
Hell
Yay! Ding, 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 ding.
I can't stand it actually, but I know it.
When you get the answer right, you have to sing it.
It's not even a song I enjoy. It's like
Tyler, come on, you can do it, Tyler.
You guys know I got in my high school play. I got asked to play Hickey
Kaniki.
But they needed me to sing and I couldn't, so they were like, "We'll mouth over you," and I was like, "Mouth over me in a high school play? I don't think that's
hilarious. How would they even do that?
Don't know.
So like there'd be a guy, so you'd be just mouthing, and there'd be a guy backstage singing.
Right. I honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that I was in football, I was like, I want to see how you're gonna pull this off. Like, I want to see it.
Yeah, I can't imagine that actually being effective. Like, just cast the guy who's actually singing.
Which song he sang in.
Or I just would have turned around.
I've never watched Grease. I've never watched it.
What?
Go watch Grease.
Come on.
Vino.
I think the funniest part of Grease is the fact that they casted people who were in their 30s to play like 18-year-old college kids.
Oh, yeah, but
There's that one guy who
TV show right now.
I know, but it was in Grease. It was, I forget the character's name, but there's like this one guy. He looks like a total like Italian. He's got the leather coat, the slick back hair. This guy looks like he was. I know,
Yeah,
but
you
like,
literally named the
there's
entire
one guy. Yeah, I'll have to look up the name. But there's one guy who literally looked like he was 40, and he
Well,
wasn't. I think he was like,
John
I think he was 36.
Stalker
But,
His name was
oh my-
probably Ralph.
Stalker Channing was 36, I think, and she was supposed to be a 18-year. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah.
Yeah, no, wait. So Matt says 90210 had that too. I remember it was the
Yes.
female. One of the girls was like 50,
Yeah.
and Gabriella, some crap like that. I can't remember. She played one of the teen girls, and she was like 35 years old.
Yep.
I've seen Grease in I've seen a million pieces of Grease and never, you know what I'm saying?
Frankie Valli.
I've seen it, but in parts. For that way.
Actually, and it's funny enough. There's the reverse. The reverse of this like phenomena is in, if you remember Beverly Hills Cop, the original one from '87. The actor who played Taggart. You know, can you guys picture him? Like there was Billy and Taggart with the two cops, and Taggart was balding, had a mustache, had like the little, he was. Guess how old he was when they filmed that? The original.
24.
He was younger
24.
than you think.
He was 36. He's younger than I am now, and he was balding, and he looked like he was in his 50s.
Do you know
Like,
he's in the new one that they're coming out with?
I know he looks like he's 90.
He looks old as piss.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be fantastic. I've been waiting for Beverly Hills Cop 4 forever.
Yep.
Bro, can you highlight Bonnie? Because I'm with you, Bonnie, all day, every day, twice on Sundays.
What's going on? You are highlighted.
No, not her, but I don't mind seeing her face. I'm talking about her quotes.
Fuck it, we're on her. She's got the mic. Let Bonnie
What's going
have
on?
it.
Oh,
Saturday Night Fever.
so you like Saturday Night Fever?
I love Saturday Night Fever. I
You just
was
like watching
Johnny
John
Bravo.
dance.
I was Saturday Night Fever.
I mean,
That was
and
me.
like just
Every
like
weekend,
the
brother.
floor. I want the floor of the.
Oh, you want me to
club.
highlight this?
Whatever it
Okay,
was
sorry.
I
get it now.
So, Bonnie, what did you like most about that movie, Bonnie?
Besides
I don't think
everything.
I've ever seen that movie.
Their
haven't
accents,
seen it. You
like-
should watch it.
Dude, he's so
like the
salty.
accents, like the scenery,
I saw
like
him.
the inside
I
of the
saw
club,
him.
his shirts, the scene where he's like bitching at his dad, like "Don't touch the hair."
Is that the one
Everything
where
about it,
he's in the-
really. The
That's why
soundtrack.
we used to
Oh
two
my God.
pizzas at one time.
Is that the one where he's in the dance studio with Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yeah,
Yeah. And Jamie Lee
Well,
Curtis.
it's not Jamie Lee Curtis.
Bullshit, it's not.
I know of that scene. Is that from Fever or
Is that
from something
Fever?
else?
That's the question.
Fever is the next one. Is Jamie Lee Curtis?
Okay.
It's the
No.
girl in the first one is not Jamie Lee Curtis.
What's the first
Sure.
one? Boogie Nights?
No, Boogie Nights is with Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah,
the-
yeah.
way
his-
older. This
his,
is like
his,
70s.
whole-
No, Saturday Night Fever. What's the other one, though? There's two of them.
the Fever.
What
No,
the
not
fuck are
Fever.
you
No,
saying
it's
right
called. What the hell is that one called?
now? There's two. Yeah, I was going to say.
I'm looking it
It's
up.
Saturday Night Fever, and then there's Dance. No, Dance. What's the second one called? You're right. There's a sequel.
Because the sequel was supposed to be terrible.
Well, first of all, the Saturday Night Fever.
No, it's
soundtrack-
Perfect. The movie's called Perfect.
Perfect. What are you talking
What?
about? Perfect.
The movie where Jamie Lee Curtis and John Travolta have that little aerobics like sexy dance thing in the mirror
Yeah.
is called Perfect from
Yeah,
1985.
but that's
I just
why
looked it
the
up.
Canadian version is called
Really?
Perfect.
Really?
I just looked. I never seen it. I'm just saying I looked it up and that's what it's.
Disco Fever, Tyler. That's the sequel to Saturday Night Fever, I think. Whatever, guys. Great movie.
I didn't know
Classic.
it had a sequel.
No.
It had
neither did I.
like a spiritual sequel.
Yeah.
It's actually a movie I have not seen.
You
Which one?
too?
Yeah. I
What is
you
wrong
know,
with you people, man?
because remember,
Did you watch Wizard of Oz?
I never actively searched it out, but remember, disco sucks.
Hey guys, in the chat, what is a classic film that you've never seen before? These guys, I never saw Grease. These guys never saw Saturday Night Fever.
I don't think
What have
Saturday
you
Night
never
Fever is a
seen?
classic. I don't think, not like Grease. It's not a class. Like, yeah, if you've never
Tyler,
seen it,
Tyler.
like, sure.
Tyler, you serious right
my
now? It's
God.
the best-selling
I'm just
soundtrack
saying,
of all
listen to
time.
me. Listen to me. Grease has way more clout than Saturday Night Fever. Way
Yes.
more.
Yeah, but we're not
Yeah,
measuring. We're
I
not
agree.
measuring them.
We are
We're not
measuring.
Yes,
things
we
right
are.
now. We're
Yes, we
measuring.
are.
We're way out there.
You're not
We
a prison
are.
contest. So, all right. So Citizen Kane is a much bigger film than Grease. So
but it doesn't star John Travolta.
It's
But
a better
also-
movie. It's a better movie, but it doesn't have the same
watch.
entertainment
All right.
punch.
What is audience and people in here? What is your favorite John Travolta film?
No. They gotta answer mine first.
Okay, It's a Wonderful World by Spirit of the Cocktail. The tribal bar guy says
Gone with the Wind. That's
He
a,
just
that
really-
was-
I don't
You don't need to
know.
see Gone with the Wind.
The
Gone
Mandela
with the Wind
Effect
is
in
great.
Plain View. Flashdance. Who hasn't seen Flashdance?
No, wait.
Face Off.
Don't laugh
That
at
is
Matt-
good.
Don't laugh at Matt's answer. That is a legitimate answer.
I love
No,
Face
he's
Off.
talking-
Face Off
he's
is a
talking about best
fantastic
stuff.
movie.
Face Off is a classic.
Fantastic movie. Best Nicolas Cage of my life.
Hold on. Matt, you've never seen Face Off, Matt, for real, bro? Come on. Let's fix
Did he say
that.
he didn't see it, or is it his favorite John Travolta movie?
No, I think it's his movie he's never seen is Face Off.
Just a sec. Who is the actor who starred? Was that Kevin Spacey who starred again across
In what?
In what?
Face Off?
No,
It's John Travolta and Nicolas Cage.
I mean,
That's where he
Cage.
says, like, I could eat a peach for hours, and he does that face up.
Oh yes. That's
Oh,
right.
okay. No, Matt said that's his favorite Travolta movie.
Yeah.
Okay. I almost started crying a little bit. I got a little emotional, I gotta be honest with you. Because Matt has never let me down once since I've known him. That would have been the first time. Blowout. What's Blowout?
Blowout's a
I think it
great
was-
movie by John Travolta. Blowout's
I've never seen that before. What is that about?
Oh, let's talk worst movies of John Travolta. What was that? That one where he played an alien?
Space movie, yeah.
Yeah.
Battlefield Earth.
How about
Battlefield Earth.
3 Men and a Baby?
Planet Earth, or no, Earth something? What was it?
I think it was
yeah.
Battlefield Earth. That's it.
Battlefield
Battlefield
Earth.
Earth.
So bad.
It was so bad. It was so bad.
Based on a book.
Also, 3 Men and a Baby. Was it him, Steve Gutenberg?
Written by the founder of Scientology, no less.
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, Battlefield Earth was written by the founder of Scientology.
L. Ron Hubbard.
Never saw
wow. So-
Avengers Endgame.
Hold on, Brian De Palma did Blowout. I gotta watch that then. I love Brian De Palma.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it.
Wait a
Trevor,
second,
I have to
Travolta-
agree with that statement.
Look, Travolta hasn't made a good film in 20 years. Come on, is that true?
Probably.
No, he made some good ones. I liked. Okay, it wasn't a very well received movie, but I liked From Paris with Love with him.
Which one?
I don't think I've seen that.
You haven't seen that? He plays a cocky, just CIA rogue, and he's just a dick, and he meets up with this body
It's just a dick.
I would rather watch David Hasselhoff sing live.
Okay, wait a second. Have you ever heard David Hasselhoff sing? Voice of a
He's-
fucking angel.
He's quite popular. actually.
Dude, it is like listening to a choir, man, and it's just one voice. He's actually a legitimate singer. Hey, Rob, by the way, you should start your cocktail, brother.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. What am I?
But it'd be interesting to. I'll have to watch that one. I haven't seen that movie, Tyler, so I'll have to watch
I gotta
that.
watch that
All right.
Blowout.
That's a good one.
I am making the PX Daiquiri. The PX stands for Pedro Jimenez. I just opened up a new bottle of Pedro Jimenez sherry, and I've been tasting it. And I love sherry, but I like dry sherries. Pedro Jimenez is like pure syrup. So I guess in this one it is acting as the syrup. But holy shit, this is going to be a sweet one.
Oh, Trevor, I love Welcome Back, Kotter. I love that show, man.
But we are doing an ounce and a half of rum
Welcome
agricole.
back. Hey, Dave, were you a Welcome Back, Kotter guy?
I watched that show. Oh yeah,
That was a great show.
it was
I don't know what
a
that
really
is.
good show, actually.
You know what I loved
What is
about
that?
shows from the 70s and the
Welcome
early
Back,
80s? They all took place in New York.
Was it before my time?
Yeah, it was before your time.
Probably.
You would have seen that. That was early '80s, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was early 80s, late 70s.
Yeah,
Such a
early
great
80s.
show.
I wasn't
I
born
would
yet.
have caught it on the basically
old fox.
syndicated rerun.
That was Travolta, maybe even before Saturday Night Fever, I think.
All right, Peter. Have a good night. Great to see
Cheers,
you.
Peter. Thanks for
Peter,
joining
thank
us.
you so much for stopping by, brother. We love you, man. We miss you, brother.
Have a good night, man.
Rob's been working on his shake.
You see that, right? He's getting all fancy now.
I just don't have
He's
the.
gonna start doing-
I don't
Rob, you
have
said
the
flair,
Steve the bartender smile.
Rob, you
Can't
start
do
doing flair?
No. I don't want to
I
break
do
a
flair and
bottle.
it can
Well,
explode
to
all over
answer
the
that
place.
question, you're like, I don't know if I want to spill it yet.
I did talk or thinking about movies. I did have something I wanted to bring up today. Or I had like a thought in my head, so I'll ask it when Rob's done.
What
What's
is that?
that?
It's like it only happens in the movies, and it's a bullshit scenario, but it always happens. It's
What?
like that self-sacrifice moment where the guy sacrifices himself to save everybody, you know? And he always says something fucking cool, which makes no sense because who the fuck's he talking to? Because no one's there. That's not the point. The point is, for you guys, let's say you're in that moment, but you're pinned up against a bar. You reach back and you grab one last bottle of your shit. What's that bottle that you hope it is? What's that final that you get to take one last pull before you?
I mean, that's how the fact I'm hoping you're asking this to the audience, right? Because you know what we're gonna say.
I'm asking
If
everybody.
if I'm grabbing rum, it's got to be Smith and Cross.
No,
If
you're
I'm grabbing
absolutely
whiskey,
anything.
You
then it's got to be Lagavulin.
You grab whatever you reach back, and it's the one thing you wanted most in the world. You reach and you're like,
Lagavulin 16. Lagavulin 16.
Okay.
That's a
Who
good
else is
question.
answering that?
And why am I doing this so I can sound cool?
No, you're doing it because it's the last thing you're going to do before you get eaten by zombies or you blow
Oh,
up
so you
an
die.
asteroid.
Oh, my
Did
God.
they-
Oh, so if I'm gonna be if the zombies are coming, then I want a bottle that I can break and then stab a zombie with it or
Oh,
something.
Rob,
There's
Rob,
no
Rob, it's too
survival.
late.
There's no
You're
survival.
dead.
It's too
You're so
late.
dead, Rob. You're so dead.
Hibiki whiskey.
I think, you know what? I'd probably drink like something really shitty so it kills me first.
Midori.
I drink some like a really cheap bottle of Captain Morgan or something like
I
that.
could just see this would be Vino.
Fireball.
Like, ugh, fuck.
Jose Cuervo? Is that what you're saying?
Please kill me, quick zombie, kill me.
All right, that's the PX Daiquiri.
The PS.
I'm kind of worried about this one. I don't know.
It's
I think
pretty
it'll be
looking.
okay. I think it'll be okay. I think without before Rob has a taste, he's gonna have the nuttiness of the sherry will blend in nicely and will give you some interesting notes.
I mean, it's definitely it's not overly. I was worried it's gonna be overly sweet because that Pedro Jimenez sherry is freaking. It's just pure syrup, and there's 3/4 ounce of it. But it's not overly sweet. I think if this was made with just a standard white rum, it would be. But because it's a rum agricole, those flavors are coming through. Like those grassy notes are coming through heavily. A little bit of that nuttiness, but it's mainly because it's such a sweet sherry. That's what's taking over. But no, it's actually well balanced. Whoa, I'm getting some reverb there.
Yeah, not
One of you is reverbing me.
What did you do with that? What did you touch?
It's not me. I didn't do anything.
Well, no one hears it here.
It's not me.
I hear the reverb too, but
Oh,
You
I
hear
just
reverb?
removed it. Is a reverb now?
Actually, Rob, do that again. Remove Vino and keep it.
Yeah. I see better. There we go. Removing Vino for a second helped. So
If
okay.
removing him from second help, just imagine what we're removing for the rest of the night.
My people don't have to sit in the back of the bus anymore, damn it.
You can't pull that cord.
Tell that to my father, bro. I can trust me. I can pull it.
No, I'm
You're
saying
Puerto
you have
Rican,
the
aren't you?
ability to
You know,
pull it,
I'm Puerto
just
Rican.
don't
My
pull
father's
that
black.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about Trevor.
Crashing every night?
To me, it's just the right amount of sweet. I mean,
Hey,
I think depending on the sherry you used, maybe your sherry was drier. This one is it's viscous and syrupy. To me, it doesn't need extra sweetness. I like it just the way it is. It's not one I see myself making again. However, it is good.
Hey, Eric, thanks for stopping by, brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Cheers,
thanks.
guys.
Appreciate
He
you,
just
man.
called us cheap entertainment. I'm not sure what that.
I mean,
what
I feel
I'm
like it's good entertainment.
hey, no, that's okay. At least I'm entertainment.
yeah.
I
All
can be
right,
cheap.
Vino, you making your last one?
Yeah, let's go for it. What are we doing? A parasol.
You are making the
Parasol.
parasol.
The French umbrella.
Oh, look,
That would be
look. Oh, man, my infinity's almost done.
Really? How big of a bottle is it? It's not a big bottle then.
It's gonna be out of balance. It's gonna be a little imbalanced. That's fine. But this is a small bottle.
We have somebody from New Zealand in.
Damo's checking in from New Zealand. How's it going, buddy?
Hello, Demo.
You've been there for a while now, eh? Did you move there? I thought it was like a vacation thing, but did you move to New Zealand?
No. He's working or something. No. He's oh yeah, that's right. Because he lives in. I think he lives in China. No.
Yeah, I thought he was in. I think he lived in China, but I figured he was in vacation in New Zealand. But he was there last month. Well, this is a really long vacation.
I'm not gonna
I've
lie,
never had one of those.
I hate to tell you, this last month is basically today.
I thought he was stripping his way across the world for dollar bills, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, he's not doing that. He cut that out. Was he had a kid?
Oh, okay.
He wouldn't get dollar bills in Canada. He'd get loonies.
Nice. You Canadians and your weird.
How's it going, Damo?
Timothy, what are you drinking tonight, Tim?
Tim, tell us you're drinking a daiquiri. Probably.
Oh, I think he said he's. Shit, I think he told us what he was
Oh,
drinking.
fantastic! He is on vacay. That's awesome.
No, he's on holiday.
Enjoy. Vacation, holidays, whatever, same thing.
No, it's
Those are
not.
two different things.
How is it not?
Do you guys say holiday or vacation?
Vacation.
No, I know what we say. I'm asking what they say.
Just like vacation is when you take a vacation. A holiday to me is like a specific
Event.
an actual like event of the year. Like
Oh, so
Christmas is a
Canadians-
holiday.
So Canadians say vacation.
We say vacation when we're off on if you leave in
But an
like
extended
April.
period is a vacation. when you go
That's a
somewhere, right?
vacation. If you're
Yeah.
off during the Christmas break, that's a holiday because it's the Christmas holiday.
Oh, that's interesting.
Or-
okay.
Cool.
In New York, we just say we're off. We're off. I'm off. Little nutmeg. I love
Oh, the nutmeg on top. I didn't.
Nutmeg is a super underrated garnish.
Yeah, Dave was the first to coin the phrase bartender's cocaine.
Oh, I was gonna say one of you always use nutmeg, called it bartender's cocaine.
Yeah, that was Dave.
That
They
was
could,
Dave.
and again, a delicious cocktail, of course. But they could change the entire cocktail, really, if it's fresh nutmeg, especially.
Of course, Dave was mistaken. The bartender's cocaine is cocaine.
Yes.
That's nose candy. That's a little different.
That's a little bit of booger sugar.
Yeah. They don't use the word cocaine.
Yeah. No, never. That's
But
white.
Trevor says is in the oil fields they call it off your hitch.
They call it what?
Off your hitch. Oh, there we go. It took a while to answer. I guess he's already like halfway down the bottle.
I think he said he's having a couple in.
Yeah.
He's a couple in, I think.
No.
Yeah. Tim, are you having Courvoisier by chance?
Maybe he's having a little bit of Remy.
I still gonna stop doing these chicken buddies, man.
So what are you making, Vino? How is it?
Oh, it's good. It's delish.
Yeah.
By the third one, I'm like, yeah, it's
They all taste the same.
By the third drink, everything's good.
Vino can't make it past the second drink without being like, it's a drink. I don't know.
At this point, I'm all Bronx. Everything's forget about it. It's delicious. But I will say the nutmeg makes a big difference.
Nutmeg makes everything better.
I honestly
It's so good.
You know
I
you
can
want
say, with all honesty, I've never put nutmeg like as a garnish.
You should try
it
it.
does. Yeah, it depends on the drink, but you should definitely. Yeah.
And I make shitty
Especially-
drinks, so
If you make something with especially like a creamy cocktail, like something with Bailey.
Yeah, it works well with cream.
I
I
made
suggest it
your chicken broth cocktail that I remember you making.
Oh, I remember that. You made a cocktail with chicken broth. That's right.
dude, that was the wildest shit. It was a chicken broth apple cocktail. It was the dumbest thing I've ever drank, and I was like, "This better get me some
views."
Fucking, this is dumb.
Actually, that brings up an interesting question. A question for the panel here and for the audience. What is the weirdest ingredient you've put in a cocktail? And for me, it would be during my 100 Mules series from last year. It was called the Joe Buck, and it had mustard. in it, and it was actually not bad. So it was a mule. So there was a ginger beer, but there was the base was corn whiskey, and then there was a basically like a honey mustard syrup. So it was like honey and mustard and paprika and a couple other ingredients, but it actually was pretty good. But it was like, first time I used mustard in a cocktail.
I mean, I recently made that Parmesan espresso.
I haven't made that. I got to try that.
Yeah, it was a
yeah, it was like a TikTok trend.
Parmesan espresso?
No, it was a
so you get a cheesy weird layer. The only value it has is a novelty value to try once. I never touch it after that.
Yeah, it was a TikTok trend. It was like someone made it was you make the espresso martini, and then you just grate some Parmesan on top.
Yeah, it wasn't bad or anything like that. It's just like it wasn't. I didn't get it. It was like
it wasn't good.
Because Parmesan is the saltiest of cheeses, so it's going to add a little bit of salt, brininess to it. But I don't see the point really. But to me, it's like Parmesan melts when it hits hot stuff, but this drink is cold, so it's not going to melt. So to me, I don't think the taste would be off. I haven't tried it, but I don't think the taste would be off. But to me, it would be the texture of those little granules of cheese going down your throat. Like just be like, oh.
Wait, hold on. Didn't Tim make a hot dog water cocktail?
That's right. I think he did. Yeah.
Tim, you made a hot dog water cocktail. Tim.
Okay,
Tim.
Bonnie, are you saying ketchup? You made something with ketchup, or
no? She's talking about bartender's ketchup from Tim's.
Bonnie, you know what the weirdest thing Bonnie ever did was she used Mountain Dew.
No, I've used Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew
is pretty fucking weird.
I've used Mountain Dew.
Susan Dew. A lot of people have done that.
You know what though? I tried the Susan Dew and it's actually pretty good.
I haven't tried it. I couldn't find the Susan.
Hot dog water simple syrup.
And he's like, tell everyone that's not like a jar of pee on your bar.
It's a sample. You should call it the sample.
That's neon pee, though. What the hot dog water simple syrup? That sounds absolutely disgusting.
Simple syrup. No way.
Gross.
Was it savory? I mean, what'd you get out of it?
You may as well.
God.
Trevor, we're on the same boat.
Trevor with the orange juice.
I cannot take orange juice in my cocktails.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not a fan of orange juice in cocktails.
You just haven't done it right.
What are you talking about? Orange juice to make cocktails? That's basic shit.
No, it's not.
I'm not gonna argue
every cocktail that calls for orange juice, I either lower the amount of orange juice, or if it's just orange juice, I do like half orange, half lemon, because the orange does not give it enough tartness. It gives it it has like a bland quality to it.
And it brings down the other ingredients.
It brings every ingredient down, and it says this.
Agree on that, but like the cocktails that actually need it and or use it, there are very few, I feel like, but also
screwdrivers are shit.
No cocktail needs it.
But they're
no
basic.
But like even if you take just like as simple as a screwdriver, by adding some lemon, it would add some tartness and would elevate the whole thing.
Wait, hold on, Bonnie, take it easy, Bonnie.
Elevated.
Sour cream absolutely elevates food.
It does. I love sour cream.
Not like orange juice. Sour cream elevates Mexican food.
I feel like it's just like, okay, it's like boring.
Yeah.
It just makes it have more calories.
No way.
Well, I mean, and acid adjusting. That's why, like I said, I do like half orange, half lemon. When a lot of people are making super juice now. When you make super orange juice, you acid adjust it. You make it more acidic.
Nerd.
But I shouldn't have to acid adjust my juice.
No, you should, exactly. So I just don't like it. I just don't use it.
Yeah, so and there's the truth, right? And that's what it is. Rob's not a fan of orange juice.
I agree with Trevor here. However,
I love orange juice.
Pineapple is better, but Vino might hate me for this, but I find pineapple, if there's too much of it, can end up doing the same thing that orange juice does to cocktails.
You know what works better?
I agree. Pineapple and orange juice are flirting with.
Yeah, they're really, really good.
No.
But if your big issue is
that's why like things like the
mango juice.
Mango's good, but that's why like it's the same thing as I do. When orange juice, I add some lemon. If a cocktail has too much pineapple juice, I add a bit of lime juice. It adds a little extra tartness and just makes it better.
Let me tell you, you know what solves all these problems?
Straight whiskey.
Passion fruit.
I like Dave's answer. Straight whiskey.
No, yeah, that's true. But of all the
passion fruit.
Passion fruit always
Dave.
adds.
Because it has a good amount of tartness but it has that tropical fruity vibe. But it has the tartness.
I miss Dave taking his shots of.
But you got to do passion fruit juice, not just the syrup, because the syrup is too sweet.
No, the juice, or even the pulp. If you got like
Bonnie, you mentioned the blood and sand is a perfect example of this. When I do blood and sand, I don't do equal part orange juice. I do the orange juice part. I do half orange, half lemon.
I'll have to try it with that because I got one at like a nice place and I was like, oh, this is kind of okay.
It's a fine drink. Like a lot of people find it's unbalanced. I don't mind the blood and sand, but I do add a little bit of lemon because I find it misses just a bit of tartness.
Speaking of
Bonnie, a lot of the older cocktails use OJ. Like for instance, the Bronx cocktail. You know, like speaking of the Bronx. But anyway, cocktails like no, but there's like a lot of the older stuff uses OJ, and I hate that I don't like the Bronx cocktail. It hurts me to the core. You know what I mean? It's just not. I think it's a really shitty cocktail. Like it's average at best.
You should come up with your own called the Improved Bronx Cocktail.
Oh, I'm actually making
Bronx.
a video now. No, I'm making a video called Bronx Cocktails, and I made 3 cocktails.
Nice.
And one of them is an improvement on the old school.
Will you do like a remake of the movie A Bronx Tale? Like
okay, look. I don't want one of the cocktails is called Now Yous Can't Leave.
No shit.
Yeah, I looked at the Bronx cocktail recipe and I'm like, I don't even know.
I'm going to say something for you.
I'm so happy you brought that up. It's called Now Yous Can't Leave.
Hell yeah.
Vino, one of the reasons that you think the Bronx cocktail sucks is your tastes have evolved. So if you look at a lot of the older cocktails, they're not necessarily things that you actually would enjoy today because differences of the spirits and just the way people are used to actually balancing out things now as compared to what they did before, which was in some cases, as we all know, to hide the taste of cheap booze, right? How do you make cheap booze taste good? You add stuff to it, right?
Yeah.
And at one time, orange juice was an exotic and expensive juice, right? So
Cheers, Demo.
But I think there's a lot to be said that at one time, first of all, I never liked the Bronx cocktail, even early on. And number 2, there was a time when the Bronx cocktail was as popular as the martini in the Manhattan.
Yes,
really?
But it fell off, right? Yeah, it was 100%. But it died out because people started to actually realize that there's better quality stuff out there. And the Manhattan and the martini survived because they're amazing.
Dave, Dave, you gotta do your thing. So I saw this one, and I have to assume this is basically a rum version of the Lion's Tail, which is basically
on my list. This was on my list.
Yeah, which is basically this, but with bourbon.
Okay, so my second ingredient, I'm going to use some Rob's Home Bar.
Ooh! You got to show that. You show that for the camera. Show that.
Nice.
Hey, look at that shit.
Rob
That's
made
a sexy label.
And I have it on special occasion.
Whoa.
What?
Garbage. Additives.
There is no damn additives in there.
I'm so tired of hearing about additives, dude.
Every time I make
goes in it or what?
No, every time I make a tequila video, I get a bunch of comments where people are like, "Oh, that tequila sucks. It's got additives in it."
Like,
I don't care.
I don't even
it
want
tastes
to fucking
good.
make a tequila video anymore, bro. It's like every time I do
the tequila community is getting very they're getting more annoying than the bourbon community.
You know what I started?
You know what it is? They're starting to want a more natural product, versus stuff with glycerin and some of the additives that give you that mouthfeel, that sweetness, and stuff like that, right? So they're starting to demand more of the purity of the ingredients. The problem is it takes so long for the agave plant to grow and mature. It takes 7 years.
Yeah.
Pretty sure
And,
glycerin
and I'm fine.
It's not that me and Rob get it, but it's their approach that these guys take. It's not like, hey, you should try this. It's like, oh, that tequila sucks.
That's
Hey,
what
there's
more fucking nuts than anything else. There's always a nice way to say shit, and people.
Jason, the tequila old fashioned is very good.
Yeah. There's a okay. So
let's say Cuervo likes bugs.
if you're making a tequila old fashioned, make sure you're using a tequila that you like to sip. So usually it doesn't have to be an expensive añejo, but at least a reposado. Like use something that's good to sip. Just wait till Dave done shaking.
Jason, one other thing I've done besides just tequila, if you have like half an ounce of mezcal as well, make it a little.
Yeah.
smoky.
So I was just gonna say that the Oaxaca old fashioned is basically a tequila old fashioned, but with a little bit of mezcal.
Sorry, you put that in there.
Yeah, to make it, to give that smokiness. But another look up the Sable cocktail. The Sable cocktail is basically a tequila old fashioned with a little bit of coffee liqueur, and it is fantastic. And I think it's, if I remember, I think it's coffee liqueur and then sweetened with maple syrup. So it's like tequila, coffee, maple syrup. It's so good. Look up the Sable.
There you go, Rob. Look at that wash line.
All right. Oh, I want to see that. There it is. Ooh, beautiful.
Yes.
So what's this thing called? The
White Lion.
Parasol.
Yeah.
White Line. Parasol's what
White Lion.
you did.
I was Parasol.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that is so good.
That's
The
sound.
Allspice is fantastic.
Punches beautifully in there. Like, I mean, this is a gorgeously balanced cocktail. Probably actually the best balanced.
That was on my list, David. That was on my list, bro.
And when I looked at it, I was like, you know what? That looks really interesting. I'm glad I tried this one. I think this is my favorite of the 3 cocktails I've tried.
Oh,
Nice.
man.
Right.
You're gorgeous.
Now I want to make one.
Well,
I mean, you're not gonna find bigger fans of allspice than me and Rob. I mean, it's one of our favorite liqueurs.
I mean,
and it
oh my
brings us
God.
right. And you know, Rob, me and Rob.
It's
love the
Christmas.
stuff.
It's a Christmas. It's the Christmas liqueur, man. It's so good. That
100%.
allspice just brings those Christmas vibes. But I mean, my channel is kind of known for doing homemade liqueurs, and the allspice is what started it, because I was seeing and it wasn't even Christmas cocktail, it was tiki cocktail. A lot of tiki cocktails call for allspice dram, and I'm seeing all these cocktails and I can't make them because they have allspice. And then I just came across a recipe online. It's like, hey, you can make it yourself. It's not that friggin' hard. So I made it, and I've since perfected it, and I'm on my 4th batch now, and it is so good. So good.
Hey guys, just a quick reminder: everybody on this channel, on this video, if you're not subscribed, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe.
Yes, let me put that little a caption with everyone's handles here. So we've got Vino from the Progress Bar, myself, Rob's Home Bar. We got Dave, Booze on the Rocks, Tyler, Never Empty Bottle.
Yeah.
I put an S there. I don't know why. Bonnie from One Drink 3 Bars. Let me fix that for you. Never Empty Bottle. One bottle.
Remember, you got multiple bottles.
Rob, it's like you forgot about me. You don't even care about me anymore.
It's fixed. It's fixed. You can see it right there.
Do you
Like
even love me?
I always say, hitting the subscribe button costs you absolutely nothing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and it's like you don't have to. You can subscribe to all. A lot of people are like, oh, I like the big guy, Steve the bartender. I like Anders. You can subscribe to all of us. It's not like it's one or the other. It's
and this
We all
is
have our
and
unique flavors like these cocktails.
this is
Like
not a
these
cheap
cocktails,
niche.
everybody is unique.
And this is not a cheap niche to be in. For us creators, we got to buy all this stuff, and we appreciate any of the support you guys can give us.
absolutely.
All right, trivia time. Oh wait, is it?
Yes.
It should be.
Trivia time. 'Cause
It's
we're
trivia
getting
time.
close on time. Come on.
Hold
This is
Hold
it.
on.
Last round of trivia before
Vino,
we
can I
call it a night, guys.
Do I have time?
Oh, we got to
First
figure out
question.
a shot. We always finish with a shot.
Hey, Hey, Tyler was asking you a question. What were you saying, Tyler?
What's that?
Do I have time to make a cocktail real quick?
Do it.
Go ahead.
Do it.
What are you making?
A daiquiri.
What do you make?
While
What
you
kind of
make that,
daiquiri?
I'm gonna do. While you make that, I'm gonna do trivia.
What
Ready?
kind of
I'm
daiquiri?
gonna make the white lion.
It's gonna just be a pineapple daiquiri.
Ooh.
First question, guys. First question. What soft drink was originally created as an ice cream topping? So, what soft drink was originally created as an ice cream topping? This was actually a cool one. I was pretty surprised by this.
What
Is it
soft
root beer? Don't tell
No,
me.
root beer was around before, and it was called sarsaparilla.
Yes,
Oh,
that's good. That's right.
sarsaparilla. I always think of cowboys when I think of sarsaparilla.
There's a video game called Fallout where
Sorry,
sarsaparilla
I put in this,
is
but
a part of it.
Oh, Fallout.
I'm gonna make the white lion because I'm curious.
Fallout.
Cream soda.
No, that's a good
that could
answer,
be it.
though.
That is
good
a
answer.
good answer. There's a couple of good answers here.
Damn.
You're gonna be surprised with this one, guys. You're gonna be
I
surprised.
think I will be. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say sun
Okay, guys, ready? What soft drink was invented as originally as an ice cream topping? Get a couple more minutes.
Cherry soda.
Ooh, you're actually in the ballpark-ish.
Dr.
It's
Thunder.
not. All right, here's ready. I'm gonna give you guys a clue. It's not
Dr.
a soda.
Pepper.
It's
You
not a
just said it
soda.
was a soda.
I said soft drink.
Oh, you said.
I said soft drink.
I
It's a
think
soft drink,
that was
but
a
it's
trick
not-
question. Trick question doesn't count.
It's not bubbly. Okay, ready, guys? I don't think anyone's gonna get it, but some good answers here. It's Hawaiian Punch.
Oh, interesting.
Hawaiian Punch was originally invented as an ice
I'm
cream
actually
topping.
not a fan of Hawaiian Punch.
I'm actually more surprised that Hawaiian Punch is a soft drink.
What do you consider?
Juice? I thought it was juice.
No, it's not juice.
Yeah, it's a
brother. It
juice.
doesn't
I
come out of
agree
a
with
plant.
Tyler on that
It
one.
doesn't come out of a plant, guys. I'm sorry to break it to you. There's no plant called the Hawaiian
It's a
Punch
juice.
plant.
I
It's a
lied to
juice.
so many people.
So
I
it's
lied.
a beverage. It's a beverage. It's not a soft
There's no,
drink.
if you go
I
to
have to
Hawaii,
make some
there's
phone
no
calls.
plant called the punch.
I have people I need to talk to now. Jesus Christ.
All right, guys, ready? Second question.
Yep.
What country holds the biggest water park in the world?
Canada.
Wisconsin.
No, it's not
I
Canada.
know we've got a pretty good one, but no, it's
You
not.
guys have a mega one in Montreal, isn't it Montreal?
There's one here. I made the white lion.
Yeah,
Was
Rob, we
that
already know. They
Splash
told us all about it. We don't
or
need to hear-
Six Flags?
I just want to see if it's good.
Wisconsin Dells.
Guys,
Those are.
where is the world's
Ooh,
biggest
that is good.
water
Oh
park?
wow,
Rob, is it really fire?
it's a Christmas daiquiri. I want to make this at Christmas now.
Ooh,
It is good. It is that good.
Yeah, make this again at Christmas. This is a Christmas daiquiri. This is fantastic.
All right.
Oh,
Cool.
Trevor, Tang. I used to fucks with Tang all
I
day
never had
long.
Tang, dude. I was a Sunny D
My
guy.
my grandmother used to serve Tang at breakfast like it was orange juice.
Do you remember their commercials? Their commercials
Okay,
was
again,
a
the world's
monkey kicking people in the
the
face.
world's largest water park
What?
is in Germany.
Really? What's it called?
Yeah.
What's
All right,
it
this
called?
one is for. I don't know if Matt. I don't know if Matt's listening right now, but I know Matt would know the answer to this. David, you might know the answer to this, David. I think
Hell
you like
yeah.
this kind of music. Who sang? Trevor would know this actually. Trevor, I know Trevor does.
Oh,
He likes
Tang.
rock. Who sang the '70s rock anthem "School's Out"?
I know the answer to
I know
this
the
right now.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing yet. Don't say nothing yet. Don't say nothing.
I know this one.
in concert like 2 or 3 times.
School's Out.
It's not Alice in Chains, is it?
How about it's not?
Dad, I know this one.
Come on, Matt. Matt, you know this, Matt. Come on, brother.
Come on, Coop.
Yeah, Matt, you can say it, Matt. The chat room can say it. I would be surprised. if two knew.
Yeah,
Oh, there it
Yeah,
is.
Matt got it. Good job, Matt.
that's right.
Alice Cooper.
The
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Tyler,
Yeah, actually,
name
Alice
reference.
Cooper's really good. I saw him
Oh,
open for
Milwaukee.
Iron Maiden. Fantastic.
Simon Milwaukee.
Alice Cooper,
He
Milwaukee.
doesn't drink.
Name the reference.
He wouldn't watch any of our channels.
Oh shit! Sorry, I was confused. I was like, "What the fuck?" Are
No,
you
you're
saying?
right, Alan. Yeah, he doesn't drink anymore. He stopped drinking a very
Tyler,
long
you
time
don't know
ago.
Tyler, you don't know the reference?
I can't hear what you're saying.
Wayne's World.
Tyler,
Party
do you hear me,
time.
Tyler?
Excellent.
Dr.
The
Taco.
reference
You
is
missed it. We made all sorts of
Alice
daiquiris.
Cooper, Milwaukee.
I don't. know what
Milwaukee.
Oh, Bonnie got it though.
Wayne's
Bonnie got it.
World. Come on, man. Wayne's World. Party time. Excellent. Wee, 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 wee.
Wait.
I want a
Tyler.
honey cruller and
Tyler, you've never seen Wayne's World?
Well, worthy. We're not worthy.
I just didn't know the reference.
You're from Wayne's
You've
World.
seen that, but you didn't know the reference.
I didn't know the reference.
Okay, cool. Woo, that was scary.
No, I love those movies. I just haven't. I just.
Wayne's
don't know.
World's amazing.
I don't
You
normally
might-
give like other adults homework, but I was about
Aurora,
to.
Illinois, and been like,
So
Wait,
Dr.
wait,
Dr.
what did you say,
Dr.
Bonnie? What did you say,
Taco
Bonnie?
MD here is asking what rums we use tonight.
I use Havana 3-year-old
What
and
did you say, Bonnie?
everything.
I used some Florida Cana. I also used some Angostura White, and I did use Angostura White.
Yeah, I've
And
got
the-
an Angostura 7, by the way.
And I also used a Savannah rum agricole for my PX.
"Deep ass cruise on, baby."
And I used an Infinity bottle, which had Don Cool, Florida Cana, Prohibitas. It had a whole bunch of shit in it.
Infinity bottles are fun.
So fun.
So fun.
All right, guys, that's it. That was our trivia. That was our daiquiris.
Yep.
Let's end it.
We gotta
let's end
make
it
a
with
shot.
Let's end it with a shot.
need a
What do you
shot.
think?
What are we
We gotta do
drinking?
rum. We gotta do rum.
It's got to be rum.
What do
But we gotta find something
Appleton?
that-
Does everybody have Appleton?
I've got some Appleton.
Dave, what do you have, Dave?
Rum?
Yeah, you have Appleton?
I have Appleton.
Tyler, you got
Let's
Appleton?
do Appleton. Appleton. We gotta go.
Are we doing just a
Jamaican.
shot of Appleton, or are we mixing it with something?
Oh, you want to mix it?
Well, usually we do a little mixed shot.
What do
Yeah,
you think, guys? In the chat, what do you think we should add with our rum?
Yeah, actually, Taco.
Bacardi.
Oh,
I agree. That's
full of
Plantation 3. It's rare. It's rare in my liquor stores, but it is my favorite white rum. It's got a little bit of that Jamaican funk, and it is fantastic.
Apple.
Amaretto,
With a
Rob.
spoonful of ice cream.
Spoonful
You
of
gotta do
ice cream
Amaretto.
mixed. Okay, so are we doing half or like 3/4? Kind of
Yeah, we'll do 3/4 whiskey with a touch of amaretto.
Rum.
I think I'm in
Yeah.
Amaretto.
The later
No
we get in the
amaretto?
night, the more gangster
Hold
you
on.
Do you have any nuts? Any nut in the core?
I got nuts.
He's got nuts.
Nuts.
He's got
What other
nuts.
nut liqueur you have? What nut liqueur do you have?
God.
You gotta have something, Frangelico. Hey, that's good enough. It doesn't matter. That's good enough.
Every other sentence out of your mouth sounds like it's going to be, "You're going to sleep with the fishes." Like, what the fuck?
Wait, we're doing Appleton, right?
I
We'll do
we do like
Appleton, I got
3/4
just
Appleton, just a little bit
I'm
of
Appleton Ocho.
I've got just the signature blend. That's all I got for Appleton.
Tyler, are you joining us, Tyler? We know you have the best rum
I got mine ready to go, baby.
What do you got in there? You got some Appleton and some Disaronno, or
Yeah.
Amaretto?
Appleton.
I don't
and,
have just Toronto. I just have Appleton.
okay,
That's
they're just
cool.
doing straight Appleton. That's cool.
Yep.
I'm thoroughly upset. I had most of the full bottle.
Everybody good?
Yep.
All right, save the
Thank you all
line,
for
Vino.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. We had a blast. This
Oh,
was
it's
a super
Bonnie. You got
fun
your
chat.
shot ready?
She's working
Oh,
on it. Give her
no,
a second.
I can go on that.
Hold on. Everyone, hold on. Get back in
Hold
the
on.
Sorry.
Oh, you know what's
do,
funny?
do you have Appleton?
Here's,
Yeah.
here's my full bottle.
All right, so Appleton. And do you have some amaretto? Just a touch of amaretto in there.
Hold on, guys. Don't salute
If
yet.
you
Yeah,
have
wait a
it,
second.
you don't. Tyler doesn't, so we don't care.
I don't have any.
And I'm using my Jamaican shot glass too.
Oh,
better
there we
wait
go.
Louisville shot glass.
Ready, guys? Oh, wait. All right, here we go.
All right, here we go.
Well, we know Bonnie has Appleton because she showed us early on in the thing.
Of course,
Yeah,
that's right.
of course.
Cheers, guys. Thank you for joining us tonight. We had a blast. Cheers to you all.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Cheers. See you next time.
Yeah, you too. Cheers.
Mm.
Ooh, a little sweet amaretto in there. That's fantastic.
Dude, when life gives you lemons,
Oh yeah.
That was rough.
remember, guys, when life gives you lemons, you make yourself a
Cocktail. And if life gives you limes, make yourself a daiquiri.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's good.
Cheers, everyone.
Have a great night, everyone.